Welcome, wrestling fans. This is your boy, Mr. Team Bring It, coming to you once again for hashtag Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast, episode 68. This week, we have a special guest, Mr. Legacy Parks, a.k.a. Mr. Blair. How you doing, sir? Oh, shit. Hold on one second, y'all. My bad. Hold on. I got his ass on mute. Lazy, you there? Lazy, you there?
What did you do, man? Because you just messed up the whole podcast.
I'm so sorry. My bad. Like, I thought I unmuted your ass, and I didn't. I'm so sorry. My bad. But anyway, Lazy, how you doing?
I'm doing great, guys. I'm doing great. Podcast, I'm waiting for it to run. It's like, I'm doing great. I don't know what happened there, but I guess I was muted still from what I'm seeing.
And I thought I unmuted you, but oh my God. But anyway, welcome, Mr. Legacy. We are trying to find my co-host, Mr. C-Dog Collins, but that's cool. His replacement tonight until he gets back will be Hill Carmichael. Thank you so much for filling in for Matt this evening, sir. So tonight what we're going to be doing, well, first of all, if you want to follow us, you can follow us on Instagram, hashtag Heels for Life, Wrestling Podcast on Instagram.com. Also, you can follow us on YouTube at hashtag Heels for Life, Wrestling Podcast on YouTube.com. Sorry, everybody, that is my phone going off. Talk about an idiot is calling me. On the live show. on the live show.
What they say?
An idiot is calling me. Yes, I'm sorry. My bad. Anywho, all right. So first, let's talk about Mr. Legacy over here. You know, first we was matter of fact, when I met him actually last week while we were talking about the Elimination Chamber, and we had a very interesting conversation. Also, we talked offline as well. So, Legacy, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us your wrestling background and what you're currently doing right now. What's your real name? Blah, blah, blah. You know, all that good shit about you.
All right, well, as you know, everybody knows me by Legacy on Facebook. Legacy Parks on Facebook, which is my different alias when I was dancing. But also, actually, my real name is Clinton Parks, and then my wrestling name is Blair Adams. Wrestling background, started off trying to get ready to go for the Indies, got in there a little bit, had to step down, then went back to going to backyard wrestling due to the fact of, death in the families and everything like that, which kind of held me back at a pit moment where I just ended up giving up and I ended up turning to drugs on a major heart of life. I never usually share that story with everybody, but, it's a story to share because wrestling actually would push me out of the drug rehabs and everything and strive me to be able to hold a title again and down the road. So, but other than that, right now I'm getting back in my focus, getting my gear with my supporting girlfriend and everything, and she's supporting me through everything. She's helping me with everything. God bless her soul, because she's like the only one that's been there. And other than that, like I said, just trying to get back on this wrestling game because there's nothing out here where I live, but I know it's somewhere out there that's going to be calling my name, and I can hear this crowd screaming Blair.
And where do you reside at?
I reside in Niagara Falls, New York right now. Niagara Falls, New York. Do not try to come stalk me. I swear I think I had to run away to another state if people do that. No, I was kidding. Well, Niagara Falls, New York, though, I'll stay. So, yeah, I'm residing right there in Niagara Falls, New York. Close to Buffalo, New York, where SmackDown and Raw usually would come. But we've been getting house shows, so yeah, I'm done with house shows. But other than that, yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, welcome to the show. We'll definitely, if you need our help as far as like promotions go, we'll definitely help you out with that. So,
thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, definitely don't be a stranger if you, need any help with that. So, but yeah, tonight, everyone, we got a nice little lineup for you guys. We talked about the Elimination Chamber this past Sunday. Now, going into Raw, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm just going to break it down to you. You guys. Hold on 1 second. I'm just going to say it like this, and then I'm going to
All right, go ahead.
Look here. Raw was trash. Plain and simple. Number one,
Ooh.
Raw. No, don't boo now. Don't boo because Triple H came out and hold on. Triple H came out and he announced the debut of the NXT stars on Raw: Ricochet, Aleister Black, Johnny Gargano, and Ciampa, which is the NXT champion. So I'm thinking in my heart that this was going to be a kick-ass show, and it was. However, they was in Lafayette, Louisiana. Who in the fuck know anything about that damn city? And on top of that, they had some kick-ass matches, but the crowd was dead as shit. I'm assuming you want to speak now, Mr. Blair, so I'm going to let you talk. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but that show was totally not the way I thought it was going to run. Because I'm like, all right, I'm sitting here like this. I'm like, all right, after usually Elimination Chamber or some type of, like, major WWE, like, headline pay-per-view event, you would think, like, okay, the crowd's going to still pop. Boom. Oh, shoot, it's Ricochet. Oh, yeah, like, he'll go, okay, but wait, this is the only funny part. The only pop I heard tonight, DX is getting introduced into the Hall of Fame. And he named everybody. Then it got quiet until they got to NXT and said, yeah. That's all I heard. I just heard dead silent. I heard dead silent. I'm like, I'm sitting here like, wait, I know half of them got to watch NXT. Because, like, I only heard, like, a percentage of people cheering when Ricochet came out and saved Finn Balor. I'm like, all right, Finn Balor, he's a likable guy. Everybody cheering when he pops and comes out. But it's like, dude, Ricochet did 10 times more and way 10 times better than what Balor even did in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But my factor is Raw was like on my rating scale is a bore. That's how bad it was.
It was a bore, or did you say a 4?
A bore, like boring, bore.
Boring, okay, got you. Hill, your comments?
I think the way they went to it was kind of pretty shitty because the crowd was dead quiet, even before the debut. If you pay attention before the show, when Triple H mentioned NXT, it was dead silent. Like half a crowd who NXT was. So that show you that how many people watch NXT or how many people got WWE Network shows a lot. And it shows that you say NXT is the biggest show in the world, but not everybody watch them. Hell, people didn't give a big pop to Tommaso Ciampa, who's the NXT World Champion. That's a sign of, oh shit, you gotta do something. Not with that, you did that before WrestleMania. Yeah, you did before even Fastlane. So that shows signs of desperation. Also reported they got big ratings this show on NXT, and the other part is Triple H didn't even know about that. And you could tell Triple H wasn't feeling it. He felt a little bit uncomfortable because he got some plans for the upcoming NXT takeover before WrestleMania. So that says a lot with the choice of Vince McMahon and the WWE staying with Triple H. It says a lot.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to kind of point out, is anything going on? Like, it's just, I don't know. I'm trying to figure if there's some life with the Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar upcoming title match. The Universal Championship at WrestleMania 35, Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar, the Beast. I guess, Paul Heyman tried to introduce us to the Beast from when he debuted, when he went to UFC, to now. I'm sorry, it didn't really do anything for me. I mean, I need some, like, interaction. I need some, like, promos that's actually giving me life. And for some reason, ever since the Royal Rumble, it has been dead silence. The road to WrestleMania so far between these two has been completely trash. And then, too, it makes it even bad that, Seth Rollins is injured. somewhat, I guess. They're hiding his injury. They're not like really telling us. They just said that he's going to be doing promos for a month. And trust me, it hasn't really done nothing for me anyway. So I'm not tripping about that. It's just my thing is like we're on the road to WrestleMania, and your main event, which I'm assuming is probably going to be this trash, is not doing shit for me. So, gentlemen, I really want your comments on this. What's going on with this storyline?
I would say it like this, because like I've been looking into it, reading with Dave Meltzer, that from what I'm hearing by the Wrestle Talk News and Wrestle Talk Rambo, they're actually trying to get ready to get rid of Brock for a while, due to the fact that something happened backstage during the Royal Rumble. And I don't know if anybody's seen it, but if you look it if you look it up on YouTube, and I hate to say it because I caught it on Twitter and Instagram before it even hit YouTube, that Brock was like, literally, he lipped to McMahon and I quote, that he quoted, if I missed it, then somebody out there tell me. But I quote, he said, fuck this title, fuck WWE, and shot the whole Universal title at McMahon's face after he finished his match with Finn Balor.
Oh, yeah. That was last year. Yeah.
No, actually, no. They said it was another one. He did it again this year.
Hill, did you hear that?
I did see Brock Lesnar toss the title to Vince McMahon on a documentary for the last year of WrestleMania, but I missed that part. I guess they edited that out for the WWE Network. But if it's true, then why?
No, they edited. They had edited out because of the fact McMahon didn't want Brock looking like, oh well, fuck. Well, why we buying Brock merchandise then and all that if he's doing this to like the man of the company. And on top of that, this whole story with Brock is kind of pointless. It's like, dude, you're more worried about a UFC fight than you're worried about a Universal title match. And on top of that, it's like, since Dean Ambrose losing, how Vince is shitting on him with his talent now. And we already know where he's going after this. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, you got Seth hurt. Okay, because of F5, he landed wrong, understandable. Brock really didn't want to be there that night, so he fucked up Rollins, understandable. But at the same time, like you got Dean Ambrose now befriending him, and it's like Dean, like really come to find out, Dean is not giving two Fs about. He has like -50 fucks given about being there at WWE. He's like, oh okay, slay the beast. That wasn't in the script. That really wasn't in the script. Vince got mad at him backstage about it, and then Dean was like, from Dave Meltzer report, somebody from backstage said that, quote-unquote, Ambrose said, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want.
Now, Blair, a viewer just asked me, he said, repeat what you said about Brock Lesnar. Now, you said that you seen this footage from YouTube, or did you see it like from a wrestling?
It was on Twitter and Instagram, and then somehow somebody uploaded it on YouTube. I don't know how you can find it, because some people making it seem like, oh, it was last year. But last year's WrestleMania, Brock didn't wrestle. They said he just finished up a match with Finn Balor. I don't remember Finn Balor being in a WrestleMania match last year.
Wait. No, he was in a match with Roman Reigns.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That was after the Royal Rumble happened, and that footage uploaded on Twitter.
Oh, okay. So you said that this happened right after his match with Finn Balor, he had another confrontation with Vince McMahon, saying that he threw the title again at Vince McMahon and said, fuck the WWE, fuck Vince, I guess.
Right, fuck Vince and use the Universal title.
Okay.
Wow.
So here's my question. If Brock Lesnar did that shit twice, and Vince McMahon still to give the belt to Brock, that means Vince McMahon did not listen to the fans. And not only that, Brock Lesnar don't give a fuck WWE. That's a big slap to the face to all the guys who want to become the Universal Champion, and a big slap to the face of the fans. So that's your favoritism. It's like me working at Wendy's. I create a damn bacon burger, and I become pissed off. I throw the burger at the manager's face. You think I'm going to have my job the next day?
No.
Fuck no. Brock Lesnar get that shit because he bring, I guess people will say he bring fans to the ass of the seat, but that same ass will get up and leave if Brock Lesnar retain the title.
Mm-hmm.
So, Vince McMahon do some dumbass decisions. That's what I gotta say about that part.
He does.
But at the end of the day, like right now, Vince, you know, you got UFC people switching over to WWE to watch Brock, and it's like, there go your moneymaker. But at the same time, your moneymaker is the biggest asshole on the planet. Like, I bet you, to be honest, I wouldn't even mind stepping in the ring with Brock. I don't even care if I get hurt. I really don't. Like, I would sit there and be like, Vince, put me in a match with him. I don't care. Full contact, fuck it. I get hurt at the end of the night, busted jaw, bleeding. At least I know I fought the beast. I don't even care if I got to take an L for it. I really don't. But at the end of the day, me as a wrestler, my damn self, if I'm putting blood, sweat, and tears into my company and putting my life on the line, jumping off a rope to outside of a ring, like, you know, and taking all these moves that people don't really take the time to practice before we hit them in the ring in front of a crowd, and I get, you know, messed up like Rollins and them do, bet you my ass I'm going to be sitting there mad like Vince. You're sitting here favoring people, and on top of that, well, like, I'm waiting for this other conversation when we come to the Kofi part, but I'm going to wait for that part to say it. I'm not going to say it right now when we come to Kofi's part, but other than that, back to what I'm saying, is that, Vince, you need to step down. You can make some decisions that you feel need to be changed, how can I put it, be like this? Be the shoulder to Triple H to help him be like, hey, maybe you should change this. If you don't like the advice, you don't take it, you can't get mad, Vince. He's running it his way. But yeah, give NXT a USA run. Put them on USA. Let's see how it goes.
And I totally agree. As a matter of fact, speaking of NXT, there was a match that was Finn Balor, Ricochet versus Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush. This match was actually pretty good. However, the crowd was trash. So the crowd, I think throughout the evening, unless it was like the Boston Hug connection, there was really no crowd reaction at all for the NXT stars at all. And even though the match was like really, really good, I mean, it was athletic, it was fast, it was awesome. Like it was something that I have not seen in on a main roster before in a while. Speed, like more like a different pace than I'm usually seeing, or that I'm not seeing on the main roster or whatever. And it's just like the crowd really took that match out. It didn't have a special feel, you know what I'm saying? And it's just really kind of pissed me off. What did you guys think about that match?
I'm gonna let the co-host go first, and then I'll say something after.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Originally, it would be Finn Balor versus Ricochet, but they changed their mind last minute and made it a tag team match.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it was a good tag team match. It was fast-paced, but the fans did not give the feel for it. And you could tell the big difference between Raw and SmackDown. When you see a SmackDown where Ricochet was in it, it was
Yeah.
But on Raw,
that was...
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
On Raw, they give it all, and the fans would not give it to it, and it's just sad to see them guys put their heart out, and the fans didn't give two shit about it. But Ricochet and Finn Balor, it was a good debut, good tag team match with Leo Rush, Lashley, Finn Balor, and Ricochet. And the big question is, what next for Finn Balor? Are they teasing for Ricochet and Finn Balor to face each other, or is it a one-time thing, the tag team match with a rating? But it left me question for Ricochet, and I hope we see the NXT Ricochet, not the main roster Ricochet, because we can tell the big two difference with Ricochet or different versions. Because the NXT, he let loose the regular basis. On a pay-per-view, he become better. Now, main roster, I don't know how much freedom he's going to have or with his limitation, and also, are we going to see the same move like a pattern like we see with Sasuke Nakamura and other house flyers?
Okay, so let me ask you this then. Did you see a limitation with Ricochet this past Monday?
I'm going to elaborate. No. Actually, you did, because actually Ricochet, from what I'm seeing from Ricochet's talent, it was like NXT but a little bit more pushed further than that. He went over the boundary, though, but when you think about it, look at it. With him and Leo in the ring together, you see how the chemistry just flow?
Yeah,
you could feel it. It was like the flow of it was like a river, like how TLC say, don't go chasing waterfall. That shit was like a waterfall. I'll go chase. But at the end of the day, it made me get up out my seat. But seriously, it made me get up out my seat and be like, dude, I was sitting up there going like, oh. And then here go my grandmother in the next room. Boy, be quiet. You too loud. I said, oh, I'm sorry. But still, it was like, yes, this is like, this is what I see. And on top of that, Lashley worked himself in with them. Like, you have 3 high flyers and 3, like, type cruiserweight type dudes, and then you got Lashley just like the powerhouse. A powerhouse working with 3 cruiserweights, and Lashley was able to pull off moves that help them look good. You know what? I will applaud that and give that a 5-star match. Or how can I put it in Dave Meltzer's terms? That was over 5 stars.
But I mean, like, from what I'm looking at right here, they gave it a B+, and that's why I say, like, it was definitely a good match. It's just the thing was, it just wasn't appreciated by the crowd. That's what kind of took the air out of the match itself. But it was still a good match.
Exactly.
Now, let me ask you guys this: what the fuck they doing with Lacey Evans?
I got that right now. I'm sorry. Like, you know what? I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut the co-host off, but I am so sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I have to say it. Lacey Evans is hot. Don't get me wrong. She's the type of lady I'll be like, hey, I want her around all day. But sorry, but that's just fantasy wise. But on the real G note, I think they're trying to play her into doing something soon. But it's like this. I'm kind of figuring to put it just like this, and I hate to bring this name up, but y'all probably gonna laugh when I say it. I think they plan to get her pull another Eva Marie. No. I did not mean to drop the bomb like that. I did not mean to drop the bomb like that. I said,
oh, that was so disrespectful. I was like, what? I mean, bro. Did you really do that right now?
I said, I was thinking about it the whole time. I was like, they say Lacey Evans, I swear, I'm about to just drop this bomb right now and just call it a day. Because Miss Eva Marie herself thought she was the hottest thing in wrestling. Like, at least Lacey Evans got over her is talent. At least Lacey Evans can wrestle. Eva Marie was just a face. That's what I'm saying. They making her look like an Eva Marie face, but not barely wrestle. Like, I'm like this. I'm thinking about it right now. I bet you, if you had Lacey Evans intertwined with the Raw Women's Championship match, how would you feel about that? Lacey Evans versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey.
Hill, do you agree?
I would say this way. Would be the whole Eva Marie part, because let me tell you something. While no, the reason I like Lacey Evans, she gives that bombshell feel to it, like, you know, like the World War II era type of thing. But we start acting like, you know, like she had class and acting like a Bella type of character, like she petty and she too classy for this.
Too petty. That's hilarious. Go ahead.
The simple, I like him. Like, damn, she could wrestle like anybody because she's so opposite. She's so classy type. I can see her feuding with like Nikki Cross or feuding with Becky Lynch. I can picture the promo, and them two can wrestle, and she can hit with the women right, the punch finisher move.
Mm-hmm.
She can hit that anywhere. It'd be like the female version of RKO, but her version of the power punch. And I see what they're doing with it, building up with the big push. And we would see that after Mania. I can see that. I can see her feuding with Becky Lynch. That would make more sense than any other female competitors. I can see her, Lacey Evans, talk shit to Becky Lynch, give it an old school heel versus the new school babyface, and that would give that to it. Not no Becky give the Stone Cold feel. She is now Stone Cold. Let's get that bullshit out the way. All you that bullshit out. She is not no motherfucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. She never will be. Unless her monkey ass come up with a damn smoking skull belt or come in a motherfucking muscle truck. Okay, man. She is not. I apologize. I call everybody WWE weeaboo, but Evans is coming out pretty strong as a NXT upcomer.
Mm-hmm.
But I say with Lacey Evans also though, it's like, I'm sorry, but I hate that Vince and them are doing this to her. I think she really deserves a match. And what you were saying about a feud with Nikki Cross, she's already had that feud with her already in past NXT. So it's kind of like, why push that storyline again when it was kind of a flop a little bit. It was exciting, but also a flop. It was like you have a crazy chick that want to wear what she want to wear, and you got the nice chick that actually looks good. But that was really a flop. But if you really put her, I think she needed to be put up there with the high, like the ones that are up there in the women's division, and I really think that will work. Like, I would say it like this, even to put her in a tag match to go for the women's tag titles, put Lacey Evans, I hate to say this, but usually a lot of people have disagreed with me to this point, and I don't know why, but I say, you know what, why don't we give it a shot? Lacey Evans and Natalya. Or better yet, Lacey Evans and if Brie Bella or Nikki Bella give it a shot.
No.
But then again, people was like this. Somebody, when I said that, they were like, no. I was like, okay. But I was like, well, what else do you have left in the women's division? I was like, if that was the case, then you had to go to SmackDown and put her with somebody that's, I would say, you know what? I would kind of say Naomi and give her something. But then again, now we're finding out.
I would say Naomi. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, but then again, guess what? She's about to leave anyhow.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm sorry, I'm pulling out everything. I'm pulling out everything. No, actually, I'm sorry. Guys, I'm sorry to get off topic, but I got to bring this down because I've been watching Wrestle Talk too much online and been researching and everything. Sorry to say this, but the Usos are still not happy with the tag division. Naomi's not happy with the women's division, how it's going. She's still she even made a point. Still, there's not enough black people winning titles. I said, damn, that's bad. And she said that in a post interview. She's like, I lost it to a white person that fast. She's like, I just got it back and now I lost it. She's like, where did that go? I'm sitting here. It's funny. It's funny though, because it's like, wow. I'm like, what? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm like, okay, woohoo, we push for the Black people, Black History Month. Just don't push it for that month. Keep pushing it throughout a whole year. Keep pushing it every year. But at the same time, it's like, damn, I feel bad. And it's like the Usos want a challenge. For what I've been hearing, they want to face the Young Bucks.
We'll talk about that on the SmackDown.
But we'll talk about.
But yes, we got to get back.
Yeah, we'll
on
talk
that
about that. We'll talk about that later. But like you said, I had to come back on the show for that because I definitely break that all down because I've been behind. I've been really behind with AEW, and I've been really studying with them and actually looking at reports and researching. So we'll definitely touch back on that when I come back on here.
Definitely.
But other than that, back to Raw. Yeah, Lacey Evans has nothing. She's not doing anything. From what I'm seeing now, she was flirting with Tucker. I was like, how's she feeling with this big old balloon? And I was like, all right, well, people.
That's why
they kept looking at each other.
We're gonna move on to the next. Yes. The revival versus Johnny Gargano and Ciampa. I'm sorry, match of the night. Out of
that tag match, yeah.
Yes, match of the night. I'm sorry. These two have unbelievable chemistry. If you have not seen their matches in NXT, you need to go and watch them. You are in for a treat.
Wait. We gotta hit the promo for WWE. Remember, it's only $9.99 a month.
Yeah.
Make sure you watch the first free month you get, and you will be able to get Fastlane. Thank you, and make sure you purchase the WWE Network for what? $9.99. Okay, there you
go. Anyway, so it was kind of crazy that Johnny and Ciampa actually won that match. Now, there are rumors floating around that there's a possibility that there might be a title match between DIY versus the Revival. Now, I'm going to ask you guys this. Do you think this will fly?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna let your co-host go. I was talking too much.
I would say after I saw the NXT spoilers, I'm gonna have to say give it a month or so after WrestleMania, because at NXT they're setting up a Dusty Road tournament. That's all I'm gonna say from that point.
That is right.
Oh,
I forgot all about that. That is right.
Yes, yes, because they about 2 weeks ahead.
No, actually, They already got the first 4 teams already set. Is this now Triple H? Like I said, the writers got to figure out from there what to do with the next set of tag team wise.
Gotcha. Yep. Oh, okay.
But anyhow, back to what you were saying about for the Raw tag match.
I mean, it was good. It was awesome. Like I said, it was in the match of the night in my view. So, I mean, I knew that they wasn't going to disappoint. But like I said, however, the Lafayette, Louisiana fans, hillbilly fans, whatever the fuck you want to call them, swamps, they're trash. Raw should never, ever go back to that damn city. Because I think that really Raw was really subject to voodoo that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next thing, I don't know if you guys really want to talk about this, but Sasha Banks and Bayley, had
I'm on that point.
Okay,
to stick that one.
Yeah.
I don't. It's useless because now we know who's going for the titles now. It is a useless chat. That, be honest, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna say it for everybody that's listening. I think Nia Jax is hot. I would marry that chick if I had the opportunity. I don't know what I got a fetish about a big girl like that, but she's kind of sexy, Kurt. Well, let me stop, because my fantasy is going to come out in this. Anywho, yeah, but we was going to leave that for another time, because we already know what's going to happen with that match.
All right, okay. So, I don't know if you guys want to talk. I don't know if you guys really want to talk about this next one, though, but Drew McIntyre versus Dean Ambrose. Now, from my understanding,
nope.
What?
That's a flop. That match was a flop, because everybody knows Dean leaving. And on top of that, it's a flop.
To be honest with you, bro, I didn't watch that match, so
I had to. I tortured myself because y'all wouldn't stop posting on the page. So I'm like, Dean Ambrose, McIntyre. All right, I'll watch it. I'm like, what is this? I was like, Dean, no. No.
I've seen the match, and the match was pretty okay, but what really the high part of that after the match, I mean, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins had a segment, and that segment made me laugh a little bit. I was like, okay, we see a little bit Dean Ambrose being himself again, but at the same time, it was too late for Dean Ambrose because he about to leave after Mania. So.
Oh yeah, and on top of that, he as usual, when he said in that promo, Seth was about to go by script, but the thing was, Dean, he's like, I'm leaving. I don't give a shit. We about to do what I want to do.
You know what? And Dean literally is going to have that attitude for the next 2 months. Well, yeah, month and a half, 2 months, whatever. He don't really give a shit at this point. Like his contract about to expire in April, so why the fuck should he give a shit?
And on top of that, Dean also is getting a multi-million-dollar contract deal from Cody and AEW.
Ooh.
So why not?
Wait, is this confirmed or is this allegedly?
This is allegedly that Cody has reached out to him because, like he said, he said in an interview with somebody backstage that wasn't even WWE, but that was part of it, how they got people talk to wrestlers and stuff. Dave Meltzer reported in one of his reports, supposedly, quote unquote, I don't know if this is true, still got to look into it, but I'm just going by the quote, what I read, that Dean is in talks with Cody, and Cody is talking to him. They're still good friends.
Ooh.
Oh, well, I can see him doing that. To be honest,
me too.
To be honest, I think he'd be more of Empire Wrestling because he might join with his friend Sami Calhoun and be part of the OVE. Because don't forget, he came from Cincinnati, Ohio. But him going to AEW, I can see that happening. And plus, May 25th, Double or Nothing. They are bringing back Over the Budget, Over the Top Rope Battle Royale. They bring that back. It was in episode 4 of AEW Road to Double or Nothing on YouTube. So we may see some surprise interest for the Battle Royale once Dean Ambrose contract is up on April.
Interesting. It's really interesting. I don't know if you guys really want to talk about this, but I think it was a fine match, Elias versus Aleister Black.
You know what? Because I got to give credit to Aleister Black. He came in there knowing that he heard the crowd himself. If you looked in his eye, he just like rolled his eyes when he heard the crowd not really pop. He was like, "Fuck it, I'm just going to back." He had
you know what, Blake? You was really petty with your comments.
How am I petty? I'm sorry. I'm a wrestler. Really I'm a wrestler. If I notice nobody popping for me and I don't hear no pop, like, fuck you. I'm just wrestling. Yeah, shit. I'm still getting paid. Y'all paid to come see me. Y'all paid to come be in Raw, right? So I don't care.
I don't blame Aleister Black because every time Aleister Black come out for NXT, everybody know the fucking song. But Aleister Black come on Raw, silent. Except like
silent as shit. Yes.
Yo, but I love that intro. That's my shit. I'll be like, oh, yeah. And then my head started bobbing like a rock star for some reason.
You're so crazy. But, I mean, like, the match was decent. I mean, Elias did make Aleister look good. It was a technical match. It was a power match. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. I did like that a black mask. That black mask kick is one of the most nastiest finishers in all of WWE in my eyes. But
you never seen nobody pull that kick off before. Everybody would just do like them round kicks. But then it's like you see Aleister Black and and you can hear the smack from his shoe to somebody's face go.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yes.
I'll be sitting there every match I've seen him in, even with Dream, him in that phenomenal match with him and Velveteen Dream.
Mm-hmm.
When he hit that kick on Dream, all I heard was that nice skin smack. I said, like, I feel like Craig and what you call it, Smokey off of Friday. Damn, that's how I feel.
I don't know if you guys really want to talk about this, but I guess we can if you want to. Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott for the Raw Women's Championship.
Flop.
It was terrible. It was. What's the point of it? Like,
that's how you feel?
I'm sorry. See, when I do podcasts, I'm serious. It's like, wow. Like, people hate when I say that word because it's like my catchphrase from now on.
Heel?
It was an okay match. I can't take Ronda Rousey serious as you get your ass whooped by a one-legged woman. So,
coming back to think about it, that, you know what? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, but coming back to think about it, she did take that hit, and she ate them like crutch hits, and she got busted open.
She really did, yeah. And it's like she came back. Back at Sonya Blade again. I don't know, maybe this is her new gimmick or whatever, but it's still not really doing anyone any favors because at the end of the day, like, your promos are still trash. You still got a bitch still face. And it's like, okay. I mean, not to be petty, but this is just how I feel.
Well, I got to say something about that one. Ronda Rousey, she got a disability. She got a speech motor disability. I forgot what it was, but when she tried to say, like, WrestleMania, she mixed up her letters with her words. So we may give her a pass on that one, even though we see Jack Swagger got a list problem. We've seen Nakamura and Asuka got English barrier problem. So we give certain people a pass. Give them
I give her the pass on that because, you know what? I think, to be honest, I think she really, with Ronda, I think if they give her the time to actually start learning how to do promos, and actually give her the time to actually do so, like, I bet you she would be so freaking phenomenal at promos, and she'd be 10 times much better. Shit, I'd write her promos for her. But, like, Ronda has to think about it. You're going into a match with Charlotte. Then you got Becky on the side. She could have been like this. She could have been like this. Vince, why would you call Charlotte out here? What's the point? Are you trying to make ratings go up just because that's Ric Flair's daughter? Boom! Bomb right there. Boom! The crowd would have ate that alive for a minute. They'd be like, well, damn, is she really going at it? He'd be like this, oh, this is because you're friends with Ric Flair and he got a song with black people, not black people. He said he got a song with an artist called Drip. He up there talking about, woo, woo. Is that going to make her get my title match? You ain't doing that tonight. I'm sorry. When I shoot promos, I'll come at the dome. I will come with straight facts. Like I said, the one guy, I don't even care if he hears this tonight, the one guy that owns one of these backyard wrestling matches. Oh, you're found as a pedophile. Oh, what? You're a pedophile? Now you got a move called Arms, is copying Sheamus with his 10 beats of the drum joint? Thank you very much. Shut it down.
Damn. Everybody, we are going to go to the SmackDown segment in a second, so you guys can actually just talk amongst yourselves. We're taking like a little short break or whatever. I got to make a quick phone call, so I'll be right back, and stay put. All right.
All right. Put them. I can't wait for the Honor Rising next month. No, not next month.
Oh, yeah, that one too, yeah. Wait, we still recording?
I don't know.
Did he pause it?
Oh, well,
I got some elevator music, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out.
I ain't hear nothing.
Well, anywho, like I said, we might as well say the facts. I'm sorry, but I'm staying facts about it. Like back when I'm saying about Ronda, I'm still saying facts. She still needs time on working on promos, so.
Yeah, her promos need a little bit working, but her disability or speaking problem is like cause of it. And I think she would be better off as a heel because every time she talks, she reminds me of Bret Hart during the Attitude Era. At any time she about to snap, she giving that Bret Hart feel. It's different from UFC Ronda Rousey, which gives some promos, and she was so relaxed because there's no script. But when she comes to WWE, she got to follow that line. She got to follow the pinpoint of the script, and she feel, restricted at some point and not being herself. So that's going
to... No, I was hearing what you're saying. You going?
So and plus, we won't see Ronda Rousey after Mania. So that's going to be a small gap to fill, and we're going to see Lacey Evans step in because that's where we're going to see her filling the shoes. And I'm starting feeling sorry for all these other women who not going to get that opportunity. Like Ruby Riott, she should be a champion a long time ago. Amber Moon, champion a long time ago. So there's so many women's out there in the division should get a shot, but somebody steps in. So I hope we see some good women development. And as far as the women tag team titles, we see them jump from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. And I have a feeling we may see at least 2-3 pay-per-views either be on the kickoff show or main card. Depends on the storyline and the feud.
But right now, like you said, with the women's tag titles, you got only one feud you got left right now is Nia Jax and Tamina. Yeah,
that's right there. That's a strong feud, and to be honest,
I could see that carrying fire as long as WWE writes it correctly, bring the story in correctly. But you know what they should do also? They should mix in the last competitors when it was down to the last two, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, and make it as like
right. All right, so we are back. Sorry about that. Had to make a little quick phone call to Mr. Chrome Dome, Mr. Aaron.
Hello, my friend.
Right there.
All right, since we are back.
All right, so we are officially back to talk about, for the people that are just walked in, thank you so much for joining our show. Remember, if you have a comment, hit that #6, and then you will go in queue, and I will get your call as soon as we are able to take off. All right, so the SmackDown show, it was 10 times better than that trash that they put on Raw. Oh my goodness! This SmackDown, I'm actually excited to talk about because there's a lot of shit that happened on SmackDown that
That's the things I want to talk about too. Yes, you're right.
Yes. So, number one, they were in New Orleans actually.
Home of WrestleMania last year, right?
Lafayette style.
Yes. Kofi King. Okay, so on SmackDown, they announced that they was going to announce who was the number one contender. Kofi Kingston was already hot, like coming off of that awesome match that he have had. Matter of fact, for the last two matches, last week's SmackDown, the Elimination Chamber, and then coming to last Tuesday, where like Kofi, it's been Kofi mania. Now,
basically.
We'll get more in depth with the Kofi situation, but we're
gonna get into that last.
Exactly, because that's gonna take up the rest of the show. But everybody kind of knew that we already knew who was gonna be the number one contender, and if it was anybody outside of Kofi, they would have been booed, dead ass. So,
but the first match of the night.
Yeah, the first match. Well, wait a minute. What was the first match of the night?
I forgot.
Oh, don't worry. Oh, NXT Stars was showcased again just to remind everybody. So the same people that was on SmackDown.
They were showcased a lot better.
Yeah, it was 10 times better. 10 times better. So it was Aleister Black versus Andrade.
That was the first match. Yeah.
Yes, and trust me, that match did not disappoint whatsoever. These two also had a feud in NXT, and this time that black match I was just talking about on Raw that he did to Elias, this one was a little bit more worse.
Man, I gotta get into this one. I'm sorry because I'm a deep Aleister Black fan. I'm gonna go back. Let's take a time back in the hold on. We're gonna take a time back. We're gonna take a rewind back in the time machine. Hold on.
Okay, going back to your DeLorean. Okay, all right.
Okay. Oh, now we're at Brooklyn. All right. We're at NXT Takeover. Andrade's NXT champion versus Aleister Black. The chemistry. Right. If anybody remember that match, if you don't, go on the WWE Network, go to last year's Takeover, and go from there. But to be honest with you, if you've seen the chemistry that they had on NXT and how his black mask was hitting Andrade the whole time, you will see. But other than that, now fast forwarding to SmackDown, yes, the black mask was kind of sloppy a little bit. Mm-hmm. You got to remember, Aleister probably didn't get that much rest because he had to travel from Monday Night Raw to travel all the way to the next city to get where SmackDown was at. Mm-hmm. And then go from there, try to get some rest, try to eat, get some rest, whatever, so on and so forth. But overall, the match was still good. Just the finish of the finisher could have been better. That's all I could say. I would still give that like a 5-star. I'll still give it a 5-star.
Yeah, I would too. Heel.
It does give me like a NXT feel, but it's kind of like an NXT light because different setting. But the crowd was giving energy. The black mask was, slightly off a little bit. Nothing worse than when he did it to Lance Sullivan from NXT. But Lance Sullivan, the big old freak monster dude.
No, I remember that. I was just saying, whew, because he whiffed the shit.
But it gave me an NXT feel to it, but it was like a lighter version of it. But once we see Aleister Black more, I think we'll see him be a little bit more comfortable if he moves to the main roster, if he already is. But overall, he gave it a good ass match. It was a dope match for Black.
Okay, so C-Dog just came in, so you guys are going to kind of flip-flop a little bit in a second or whatever. So if you do hear silence, you know why, okay? All right, cool. Right. Before you go, I want to ask you this. Where would you put Aleister Black at?
For like the title picture or contender or?
You talking about show-wise?
Yeah, show-wise. Where would you put him at?
I would put him on SmackDown because he's more safer and more comfortable on SmackDown than Raw. But we see how they did with Bobby Roode and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Right.
So it all depends on the storyline. It all depends on the writers and how they create Aleister Black, because we've seen a couple of casualties on Raw and SmackDown. Todd Dillinger, all that 10 shit happened on NXT was popping. On main roster, that where the career died. So for Aleister Black, I'll put him on SmackDown and push him very good pace towards to Money in the Bank.
Ooh.
And
do you agree with that, Blair?
Fantasy booking. I smell a fantasy booking.
Oh, that's common sense. Let me get this shit out of the way.
Speaking of fantasy booking, real quick. And speaking of Aleister Black, so the Black Mass is a finisher that can pretty much come and has been coming the last couple of days out of nowhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know I keep coming up with matches for this person, so it's like this person is my favorite, but he's not. But I'm just saying these are intriguing matches.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, C-Dog. Go ahead.
No, C-Dog. But yeah, but what y'all think about Aleister versus Randy?
Ooh.
That would actually because Aleister coming in like another young Undertaker, on the dark field. So, hell yeah, I would definitely pay that.
That's a hell of a transition. Yeah, that's
but you gotta remember they raising him to come to find out. What I'm hearing,
would be a good first feud for him.
Yeah, because what I'm hearing, Undertaker wants to pass the torch. So who would be better than Aleister Black? Because he's dark.
You pass it to Aleister Black?
What? Undertaker passed the torch to Aleister Black to carry it out and have his own ministry of like the Black Mass darkness. Come on.
Hold on, one at a time.
Would be Finn Balor, but yeah.
So Aaron, you said that you would pass it to Aleister Black, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Outside of him, the only other person I could think it would go to would be Finn Balor, but only as the Demon. But it would probably fit Aleister more because that's just his character all the time.
Right.
Finn's only like that when he's the Demon.
Okay, Matt.
No, actually, hold on. I'm about to say something on that one. I had to knock on that because of the fact. Actually, only reason why Finn doesn't mind being a Demon is the fact Vince won't let him do it. He wants the Demon to be special, like, oh, you're the Demon. You're gonna win the title tonight, and that's how we're gonna go. But
here's the thing. Finn himself has also said he doesn't want to use the Demon too much because he feels like sometimes it can be a crutch.
Really?
Something that he relies on too much.
Because actually, come to find out, what you're saying is true. Because that's like saying like, oh, Say's push ain't going over too well. Oh, I can use the Demon just to get by and everybody go crazy.
Okay, so I don't mean to interrupt you guys. So for the people that just came in, we just got a few more callers. If you want to come on and if you want to speak with us, all you have to do is hit that #6 and you will be in queue. Okay? So once again, for the callers that just coming in, because we're at 15 callers, if you want to speak, all right, you got to hit that #6.
Come on now, callers.
Yes, come on through. All right.
Come on in.
Now, what you were saying, Aaron?
Well, I was just saying that Aleister would probably be the more suited character for Undertaker to pass the torch to. On a side note, still kind of talking about Andrade a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about the unfortunate news that we heard a couple of days ago about him?
Oh, wait, I missed that because somebody said something, but I didn't catch it all, but go ahead.
Just the dreaded, unfortunate news that he's dating Charlotte.
Oh, please. Do you really have to bring this on this damn podcast, really?
I have to bring it
hold
because,
on,
bro.
We're going to hard pass
I
that.
have to bring it for one reason.
Why?
We all saw the nudes.
Oh, okay.
Andrade, I know you saw him.
To deny it. I saw it.
Andrade, I know you saw him, bro. That's your type? You disappointed me tonight, Andrade.
I said this shit at work. I said, the girls with flat asses. We're gonna call them FBIs. Flat butt individuals. That is what we're gonna call them. And Charlotte is.
Wait, hold on. If you saying that, then where leaves Sasha at? Because I know she got a little thick.
Sasha is just bloated. You know what? Sasha is just bloated. Plain and simple. That's just it. She just bloated.
Yeah.
No. Because if we're gonna say bloated, you know what? If we're gonna say bloated, we might as well talk about what's her name? Nia Jax. Might as well. That's bloated right there.
Hey, hold on. No. Anytime I'm talking on a podcast, I tell anybody, do not talk about my future wife. Don't ever say that about my future wife.
We are talking about surfboard body Charlotte, nigga. That's who we're talking about. We're not talking about anybody else. Okay? We're talking about concave booty Charlotte, nigga. Okay, that's who we're talking about.
Did you just call her a surfboard like it's like Beyonce song?
Oh my God!
Surfboard, nigga.
You know what?
They could use her to surf the waves, my
Gentlemen, can we cut this bickering out and wait?
Yeah, I was about to say, can we take a call from a caller? I want to hear something right now.
Yes. Okay, all right. So let's go on to the next thing because I really want to talk about some of this shit. Okay. Do you guys want to talk about Ricochet and Eric Young?
Flop. Well, no. Wait. Can't say flop. Actually, take that back. Eric Young, flop. Ricochet, high. We don't leave it at that. Ain't no more to say.
Okay. Then let's just go on to the next thing. Okay, so do you think that Shane McMahon, now remind you that when a champion loses or he or she loses their championship, there is no such thing as a rematch clause no more. So why in the fuck did Miz literally manipulate Shane on saying, hey, can we, at least get a rematch, the only thing that Miz didn't do was, cuff Shane's balls, you know what I'm saying? But the Usos came out, and they, literally said, shit, y'all do have another opportunity of, proving that you guys are the best tag team, which is a lie. It's an alternative fact. But do you think that they even deserve another shot?
Right now, because to be honest, everybody say no, but be honest, I say just put it back on the titles on them because Usos are willing to just walk away from the contract no matter what WWE got them under. They can just walk out and be done. And on top of that, the Usos going to be like this. We just dropping the titles to them. Fuck it. We're done. You don't know what's going to happen within that period.
You know what's crazy? I said no, but then immediately thought, who else is there?
Exactly. My point taken.
That's really fucked up. There's
there's literally no one else they can go to.
Because there's no tag division left. It's like, damn, just slap them back on the New Day then.
Because honestly, if you really look at it, the tag team division is in shambles, and we're not just talking about on SmackDown. We're also talking about on Raw as well. You know what I'm saying?
But what you doing? But what about AOP? You could at least put it on them again. At least they were showing something.
Now, bro, that's tea for another day. Okay.
Well, yeah. We would say that for another conversation. Like I said, I'll join again. We'll say that again. But what your boy saying he is right. You really got nobody else left in the tag division. You're losing basically one of your top tag teams that is on SmackDown, and they're about to go to AEW. It's all in talks. It's all been in talks. Even Naomi's about to go with them. Well, she knows she got to follow her husband because guess what? She riding at the end of the night, but still. Come on.
Oh, you stupid.
Let's just hope when they ride in the AEW, they're not going the wrong way down any one ways.
Shut up.
What?
Anyway.
I'm just saying. Drive safe. Drive safe.
Yeah, true.
Stupid. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little break right now, and then we're actually gonna go to the calls because we got 3 people in queue. First, we're gonna go to I believe this is Corey. Let's see if he's on the line. Corey, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey Corey, how you doing? All right, so this is Chris that's talking, Mr. Team Brigade. Okay, so did you want to share your thoughts with us?
I had a thought about SmackDown was way better than Raw. There's no question about it. That's like a duh scenario. My emphasis is, what do you all think is the women's tag team division influencing going from Raw to SmackDown going to be better for SmackDown or for Raw?
My name's Blair, so I'm gonna answer that. I'm just giving my own opinion out of this one. To be honest, you know what, and I really would like to say this because it would probably make the whole women's division of tag team division better. I think what I'm saying, as in my advice from here as a wrestler yourself, I would say unify it. Basically saying let any SmackDown or Raw women tag teams go for the title, no matter what, and they're able to appear on both shows, just like they did with the men's tag title, and unify it where they could show up on Raw or SmackDown. Because it would give it more of an opportunity for everybody to get a shot, and it'd be a storyline in between all that.
I thought that's what they were doing. It's going to be on both shows, aren't they?
Hopefully right now that's what I'm hoping, but right now as we're seeing it, it's only on Raw, so hopefully we can do so. Because like they said, Mandy Rose already spit a little promo about something about it and said something about it in an interview, like they should bring it over here. We were the last ones to face them, like da-da-da-da-da, so.
But you know what, they showed up on SmackDown as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they showed up on SmackDown. So, and this is Chris speaking right now.
They also appeared on NXT.
Yeah, exactly. So, and this is my opinion, I think what they should do is, since there is literally no women's division on Raw or SmackDown, I think they should just do it on all 3. If you promote your asses on all 3, you might as well defend your titles on all 3. I mean, shit.
Yeah, because Sasha got him out. That was off script.
Corey, I'm trying to figure out why the fuck they have a tag team women's division anyway, and they barely have a tag team division on both Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. It's just basically pairing 2 females together with big breasts, little boobs, whatever, flat asses, and just saying, okay, you're a tag team.
So you got, how about this? You got Shayna Baszler and her other 2 stooges. Don't like them. Maria Shafar and I can't think of the other one. But you know what? That'll make a good.
Hold on.
You said her name wrong. If you were checking Twitter today,
I said her name wrong.
If you were checking Twitter today, Mia Yim referred to Shayna Baszler as Sharon Corbin.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Sharon Corbin.
Yes.
Wait.
For real?
So from now on, her name is Sharon Corbin, damn it.
Wait.
Say her name right.
Say it again.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. So is this saying that Baron Corbin is nowadays Shayna Baszler?
On Twitter today, Mia Yim referred to Shayna Baszler as Sharon Corbin.
You know what?
So that is her name.
Mia got black, but Mia got black in her, so I gotta give her that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's blazing.
But Corey, thank you so much for your question, bro. You got another one? Just all you gotta do is just hit that #6, okay?
Good deal.
All right, brother. All right, so let's go on to our next caller, Mitt. Are you on the line with us? Mitt?
Hello? Yeah.
Here, man.
Hey, you on the line?
Yeah, I'm on.
All right. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? All right, so what's your comment?
So, what I'm about to say about Kofi, I'm trying to be really careful. I'm really happy that he's getting this push, but at the same time, I can't be happy because he was supposed to be in this position 10 years ago, as y'all remember. And I'm like, why are you pushing him again, renewing his push, when he's supposed to be in this position and be a champion already like this? And I understand Mustafa Ali is having that concussion. And I'm like, why they like to push these African Americans late in the career, like they did with Mark Henry?
Ooh, boy, but Mark Henry's
any one of y'all can take this one.
That's opening, bruh. That is opening up a whole new topic.
It really is. But you know what?
That's all I got to say.
One time. Go ahead.
But you know what? To be honest, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Now, since he said that with the Mark Henry thing, I'm like, but Mark Henry was already competing in like the Olympics and stuff, so he probably wasn't really ready. But yet, how about this? I could say, look, let's watch the documentary. I didn't get a chance to watch it, so it could explain more on why Mark Henry waited so long for a push, maybe, or maybe he just was chilling out and doing the, the competition or something. That's what I'm thinking. But like I said, I gotta watch the documentary later on tonight, so I'm definitely gonna see what was really going on, and then I could probably hit that up for more of an answer. But also pushing what I just said earlier about that, yes, we do need more of an African American push. It's not where I see it now. We don't have, we're done pushing out John Cena's. We're done pushing out Randy Orton's. We're done pushing out almost Daniel Bryan. We're almost done pushing out Daniel Bryan's. And it's like, what are we going to do? You're going to have more, I hate to say it, it's true, you having more outside culture come in. Because basically, wrestling was all just predominantly not being racist, but it was mostly more all white folks until black folks start coming in. So basically, we're just the outer rim. Like, one of these days, we're going to end up taking over a lot of stuff. Not to be rude about it, but it's like, come on, Vince. If I was able to be Vince's best friend right now, dude, put a title on African American. See how much your show will really change.
Exactly. I think the reason why they do not want to put a WWE championship on a black man because they feel that it will dirty up their product. I hate to say this, but this is facts. Because if this wasn't the case, if this wasn't the case, then we wouldn't be talking about this like for the last 25, 30, 40 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? I don't like coming on podcasts and talk about this because it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is. That's why I try to calm it down.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. And I don't want to talk about. I've been talking about this shit all day. I've been talking about this shit ever since 9 o'clock this morning about these fans disrespecting Kofi Kingston. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later with the about the fans disrespecting Kofi Kingston and shit. But they the same motherfuckers that sit back and say that, oh well, yeah, they deserve a push, but just don't be WWE champion because they don't deserve it. So you know what I'm saying? But we'll talk about that a little bit later. Matt, we haven't heard from you. Did you have a comment, Matt?
My thing is this, and I mean, aside from what is going on between Vince and Paul or Vince and Triple H, I don't know if it's just something they're building on. I don't know if it's something that's actually going on personally or whatever. But I mean, it's where that for whatever reason, Vince just has it in his head that things are supposed to go one way and one way only. And it's being proved that your way ain't working no more. It's being proved day in and day out. Your way is not working anymore. The whole situation, and I know some people are kind of like, oh, well, this thing with Becky is, it's BS, blah, blah. It's like, look, just enjoy it. Because honestly, it's keeping y'all watching. It's keeping your attention.
Because honestly, if it was where that they just decided to put Becky in and call it a day, what would they do with Charlotte anyway? Have her go up against Asuka again? So, I mean, come on.
Well, my point on this, because I've been following the whole Vince and Triple H story for the fact that was going on, is that the fact Vince wants to keep it the way that he thinks is best fits for business. When you have Triple H, that more of the young-minded of, like, our generation, even though he's thinking like our generation, he knows what's going to keep people in their seats to watch this. And on top of that, you're also having to show that Full Sail University, whereas predominantly young generation, which is going to be the next generation to prove that we fans are not going to stand there and sit there and take the old school way. Yes, we thank Vince for the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era, all those eras that came before. And it's like, Vince, you did a good job. Now it's time for you to just sit back. Your decade or however many decades of your work has finally need to come to an end, and just let it go. Because at the end of the day, we need product. We need writers. We need NXT writers to write for Raw and SmackDown, which would make it 10 times better. And that is what Triple H. No, I'm sorry, but that is also what Vince is. That's also what Vince is hating, that you're making it like good. Like even Vince had to comment on the NXT UK pay-per-view. He said he actually loved it. Like, dude, you're telling me you're loving your son-in-law's products, but you can't even let him push your own product to make it better. That's just my opinion, and that's the reason why Vince and Triple H are butting heads at the moment, and this is why Vince McMahon is very pissed off at Triple H for the fact that Triple H overstepped his boundary, which Triple H did not give a damn.
Okay. Well, man, thank you so much for your comment.
Can I say something on that real quick?
Huh? Go ahead.
Can I? Yeah. What they're actually butting heads on is
they're actually. Wait, go ahead. I'll let you.
No. What they're actually butting heads on is how they're being used in the poor execution of basically what happened on Monday, because honestly, what it all boiled down to, what I had read is that Vince thinks that the current WWE roster and the current shows are stale, and there aren't, and these are his words, there aren't any superstars among the current roster, which I think is absolute bullshit, but whatever. So what he did was he asked who are the best people, who are the top people in NXT, and someone told him those 4 names: Gargano, Ciampa, Ricochet, and Black. And he said, all right, good, get them here. But Triple H had no idea.
Well, from what I'm see, that's what I'm saying, from two different sides of the story. So now everything is matching up. That's what I'm saying, because Vince saying, you know how people can say Vince be saying one thing, Vince might actually be saying that one thing, and maybe making it look like, oh, I'm just trying to help him out. No, Vince can still be, and you know how I can say it, people still have an asshole momentum to them and be underhanded and slick and shady at the end of the day.
All right, so let's go on to, we got another caller. I think this is Will. What's going on, Will?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Hey.
How y'all day going?
It's going okay. Thanks for coming on. All right, so you had a comment?
Yeah, I have a question about the Undertaker statement.
Oh.
How will y'all feel? And be honest, Bray Wyatt, Aleister Black, Undertaker, triple threat.
I don't know.
Dude, that would be momentum.
That's a good comment. That's a good question.
I fear poor execution.
I would say, I put it like this, like Dave Meltzer would say, it'll be another Okada match with Okada versus Kenny Omega.
Shit.
Not that. I don't think that'll be that at all.
To be honest with you,
I fear poor execution of it.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't think they should have a triple threat, period, because honestly, Bray Wyatt he's done. He needs to go to another company. If anyone is going to at least take I don't know if you were talking about like who should take the mantle of the Undertaker once he leaves, that should be Aleister Black. But as far as like, okay, but as far as like, you know what I'm saying, a triple threat match between the three, no, hell no. But the mantle should go to Aleister Black because he's the youngest, he's the freshest, I like him. And I think he should be the next Undertaker, honestly.
I'm afraid they gonna mess him up. I'm afraid they gonna put him as a jobber.
You think Okay, so let's talk about this. As a matter of fact, Matt, if you were on here, I had to mute you because your TV is a little bit too loud. Okay. Okay. Matt had to bring I got you back on. So what are your comments? Do you think that what do you think about the triple threat that Will just mentioned?
To be quite honest, I don't. As much as I would like to see something like that, I have to be realistic. You can't have Undertaker in a match with. If it was just Bray Wyatt, okay, that'd be great. It'd be great if it was Bray. Because basically it'd just be a reenactment of that WrestleMania match they had, and Bray lost. And Bray lost. But when you throw in Aleister Black, my question is Undertaker going to be able to keep up? Is Bray even going to be able to keep up?
I understand what you're saying, but thinking like this is, since Undertaker's old, they can go ahead and put Undertaker like to a table, let him relax for a minute, and let Bray and Aleister Black fight it out. Yeah,
I'll tell you right now, Undertaker ain't gonna let that happen. Undertaker ain't gonna let nobody put him to a table at all.
Hell no.
Let's go ahead and scratch that right now. It ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. The Shield did it a long time ago, so what's the difference?
Okay, and you want to know the difference? You want to know the difference? Here's the difference. The big difference is after Undertaker got put through that table, guess who had to get hip replacement surgery? Undertaker.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
So yeah, not gonna happen ever again.
Yeah, because, Undertaker is up there in age. You got to understand about that, Will. He can't go through no tables. He can't go through no ladders. That man is like literally, what is that one, what's his,
he's a granddad.
Humpty Dumpty? Yes. That's exactly what he is. He's Humpty Dumpty. And he's been put together so many times, and it's just like, it's a wrap now. It's a wrap for the Undertaker. So, but other than that, like, I'm really happy that Aleister Black got some shine on the main rosters. Main rosters, might as well say plural because they was on SmackDown and on Raw. But I do feel you when you do say that there's a possibility they are going to misutilize Mr. Aleister Black. I feel you on that because they did the same thing to my baby Amber Moon.
I really, to be honest, as an Aleister Black fan, I want to see him on SmackDown.
You want to see him on SmackDown? Yeah. I think everybody else in this room agrees as well that
because
I think he'll be a little bit more successful.
There ain't no bad guys like that on SmackDown anyway. It's only like Daniel Bryan, and that's it.
That is true.
If you notice,
I feel like I don't mean to cut you off, but like I feel like we got a glimpse of what is in Aleister Black's future on each show. On Raw, he was in a nothing match with Elias. On SmackDown, he was in a fantastic match without money.
Against Andrade. My thing is this, and and to piggyback off what Aaron has said, my thing is this. If you notice the biggest thing that's different, that's basically broadcast when it comes to Raw and when it comes to SmackDown. If you look at Raw, that's where all the big guys are at. The big guys that don't really take flight. The big guys that basically stay on the ground and wrestle, submission, whatever. That's what's on Raw. There's more story, there's more talking than wrestling going on when it comes to Raw. SmackDown is where you have all the talent that does all the high-flying stuff, all the acrobatic stuff. That's why, my opinion, and just like, that's why I see why everybody was like, well, the crowd was just dead on Raw. Yeah, because the crowds that be on Raw are used to in-your-face violence. That's basically what they're used to. That's what they want to see. They don't want to see the high-flying, acrobatic type stuff that Ricochet and all them can do. They don't want to see that. They want to see Braun Strowman scream at somebody talking about get these hands. They want to see Baron Corbin run around like a scared little girl and waiting for Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre to save his life from Braun Strowman and everything like that. I mean, they're used to seeing, if anything, they're used to seeing the women do what they do while the men just whatever. But on SmackDown, if y'all notice, go ahead.
I'm sorry, but I have a SmackDown. But when Finn Balor goes on Raw, and he's like a high flyer, he do all that shit, everybody cheer for him. So what's the difference?
The big difference. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
No. I was just gonna say, like, the only difference is that Finn Balor is a seasoned veteran that's been on the main roster for almost 3 years. So they've seen two versions of him. They've seen the high flyer. They've seen the promo Finn Balor. Now Aleister Black is just coming onto the scene. You know what I'm saying? That's why he didn't get that reaction. Plus, you got to take in consideration as well that you got to understand that what city he was in as well. You know, Lafayette is trash. So you're not going to get that same reaction that he got like he was in New Orleans. New Orleans is a wrestling city, and on top of that they know about NXT. Lafayette don't know shit, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to figure out, like, what the fuck? What city is that? I'm like, the fuck? So
you know what? That's my problem. That's my problem also. Why are you featuring NXT people in cities that have no clue what the hell NXT is? Why? That is poor-ass booking.
So
he ain't lying. He is not lying.
So what you're saying is, Al Chapo.
I guarantee you. If he had done this in Florida, everyone would, like, the pop would have been amazing.
It would have been enormous.
Yeah.
Yes, it would have been. Will, you said you had something else?
Yeah. So can we disagree on this? At Chopper, the tall dude with the beard, he going to Raw. Aleister Black, he going to Raw.
If they all
I'll
go
disagree
to
with
fucking,
that.
I'm gonna tell you this: if they all go to fucking Raw, I'm done with the WWE. I'm so done with them because
Ricochet and all of them are going to SmackDown.
They have no bit. I'm gonna tell you this. Not trying to raise my voice, but I hope the WWE hears me when I say this shit. You take all four of them motherfuckers to Raw, I'm done watching your product. I'm already on a cliff when it comes to the WWE. You know what I'm saying? But if they all go to Raw, I'm done with the WWE because they already did strike one with me. When you took them in their first debut to a city that we don't even know about at all, and they obviously don't watch NXT because the crowd was terrible.
Obviously.
You know what I'm saying? But now I'm saying you gonna take them to for what? For what? Because you're not gonna push them. All you gonna do is focus on Brock Lesnar that's not even there half the time. I'm sorry,
it's not his fault.
I know that you are Brock Lesnar, Mark. I get it, but see, the thing is, this is hashtag facts right now. I don't give a fuck if you a fan or not when it comes to Brock Lesnar. But see, the thing
Brock
is,
Lesnar is not my champion.
It's supposed to be about the Universal Championship and not a part-timer. And I'm saying, if you're going to, take him to fucking Raw, it needs to be for a purpose. It can't be just for, he's a high flyer. I'm just going to put him over there. And then they don't even utilize him. That's why half the damn roster is leaving.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, that's how I feel. But Will, thank you so much for your comment, man. If you have another comment, you already know what to do. Hit that #6. All right, so we're going to go ahead on SmackDown. I think we left off with, we already talked about Shane. Dude, what the fuck was up with this match? Mandy Rose versus Asuka. She won.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. Don't even get me started on that. I could not believe they let Mandy go over on Asuka.
Okay,
that right there tells me they're ready to bury Asuka. They're ready to bury Asuka.
Hold on. We're going to do this one at a time. I did that shit on purpose because we really need to talk about this, man. So we're going to go ahead with Matt because we've been, really drowning him out in the back. So, Matt, we have talked about this on other shows as well, about Mandy Rose being a porn star and shit and spreading her legs for the whole public. So my question to you is, why in the fuck they giving her this damn push?
Because, and you know what? It boils down to they don't want to take the time to teach Asuka to talk. Because that's basically what it boils down to. Because here again, for however long Asuka's been in the States, she still has a hard time with English and her dialect. But the thing is, that's not her fault. When you have someone, when you basically push someone so fast to the point of where they don't have time to learn what they need to learn so they can come across better, it's where it hurts them in the process. And now we're getting a situation where they're sitting here featuring that Lacey Evans chick. They're sitting here trying to push Mandy for some strange god-awful reason. It makes no sense. But to even have Mandy go over on Asuka, that's a slap in the face, point blank.
Yeah.
Of all people, you have Mandy Rose go over on Asuka? Man, come on.
And I kind of, you know what, bro? I really seen that shit coming. When I seen it on Facebook that they was promoting possibly Mandy Rose versus Asuka, I totally agree with you. That's a complete slap in the face because what has Mandy Rose done for me lately other than strip?
Nothing at all. Trying to break up a marriage. That's basically all she's done lately.
That's
all she's done lately.
Right. Aaron, go ahead.
All right, I'll say this. Mandy Rose, as far as in-ring ability, this may be unpopular. I may get attacked for this. But Mandy Rose, as far as in-ring ability, is one of the most improved people on the roster.
I would give her that.
Now, I'll say this. Her in-ring ability is good and still improving. However, when I saw that they put this woman over Asuka, it's my favorite thing to say because I was doing it. I was throwing shit in my house.
I believe it.
Okay? because Nick, okay, if you'd have done this with Sonya Deville, no problems out of me.
Right.
Nothing out of me.
But I feel like
if you'd have done this with just about anybody else, no problems out of me. But if you want to push Mandy Rose, fine. I don't mind. That's fine. As I said, I enjoy her in-ring work. However, not over no goddamn Asuka.
Of all people.
Go ahead.
Oh, wait, me? Oh, it's me? I was on me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I didn't know. I was just sitting here quietly listening.
No, I was going to go around the room. Cool.
But yeah, with me, like with Mandy, like you gotta remember who also brought Mandy up, and Mandy really how can I say?
Yeah, we know.
Mandy really outshowed her so badly. Gets to the point it was like, who trained her? Oh, who brought her up? Oh, forget about her. We don't worry about her. But me, I'm sorry. I like Mandy, but also at the same time, I'm just looking at that booty. I'm sorry. But other than that, regardless of that, yes, she is improving. But her against Asuka was not a good pick, but she should have took some time with it. They should have took some time to think about that. So now it's like, plus on top of that, I don't think they got anybody to face her for the SmackDown Women's title. So I think Mandy was just a push because of the fact that, she lasted this long in the Elimination Chamber with her partner. Hey, let's see what we can do with it. I'll say, you know what? I'm going to say it like this. Let's give her a benefit of the doubt. Let's see how WWE worked this story with it since she pinned Asuka. Let's see how this evolves. I say give it a chance. This is Mandy's first run on Asuka. This is her first run probably going to a singles title. Let's see how it progresses. I say give it a shot before you throw it out the window.
Okay, fair point. All right, so I want to go back to there was a confrontation in the back. Ciampa, Johnny Gargano versus the Bar. So
that shit was hilarious.
The shit was like, dude, I had to forward that shit on Instagram. That shit was hot.
So
basically they said in so many words, it was like, well, we're not here to set the bar. We're here to break the bar.
The bar.
And the bar, like, literally laughed at them and shit and just like, are you fucking serious? Do you know who the fuck we are? Okay, all right, we'll show you in the ring. So there was one point during the match where Ciampa was like, his knee was like seriously injured. Like, I'm just like, I'm sitting up here like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yeah.
And then they had to replay.
I gagged a little bit.
So apparently they tried to do a sunset flip from the top where the entire weight of Sheamus fell on his kneecap. Remind you, he just repaired his kneecap like maybe about a couple of months ago. And it was on the same constructive knee, the reconstructive knee, that Sheamus put all of his body weight on. And remind you, Sheamus is not a small guy, everybody. This man is like almost 300 pounds. And
well, he used to be small when he first started.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, it was one point Ciampa actually had to roll out the ring for, like, maybe a few minutes. And Sheamus rolled out the ring as well because I was really hurt. I was really concerned for the both of them. Sheamus got bad back injuries, or, like, he got a spinal injury that, you know what I'm saying, we really haven't been talking about, but we already know that he's getting ready to retire pretty soon. And then Ciampa, like, his knee just got, just healed up. It just got reconstructed. So they was out for a little bit, and then they came back, but they look like both of them are okay. But like I told everybody, I told our followers on Instagram that if we do hear some news, we will bring it to their attention. But right now, I haven't heard anything on any wrestling site, so that's actually good news. But now, I would say this match really, it wasn't as good as it was with the Revival. It was kind of sloppy a little bit. But other than that, I mean, they did, pull off it was a good match for the most part. It just wasn't as good as the Revival, so.
Yeah, they could remember the Revival, no DIY.
Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
No, the Revival, no DIY, though. That's about it.
I was going to say the same thing.
He was having on what I was saying. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. The Revival and DIY have chemistry.
Yes, they do. And then, with the Revival, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, even though, I think one of them fought Cesaro before, but this was like a long time ago. But we're talking about, two tag teams that never fought each other in the ring, you know what I'm saying, versus, I mean, like the Revival is just instant chemistry. So, I mean, I get that the match was a little bit off, but, I mean, I'm just glad that there was no serious injuries, especially with that interaction with them two, so, or the two tag teams or whatever. So, I guess we are at our last conversation, which is Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston, you know what? Before we even get into Kofi Kingston, as a matter of fact, let's talk about this damn Hulk Hogan bullshit.
Oh, my God.
I knew that was coming.
Look here.
I knew it was coming.
I was going to talk about this shit tonight because I'm trying to figure out where in the fuck, where in the hell on this earth a racist is able to get rewarded by
his own movie.
Someone telling a true story about this motherfucker. For real? And then they have
of all people to be playing Hulk Hogan.
In America.
Of all people.
I'm sorry, Thor, you just made my shit list. I'm sorry. Now I don't even want to watch the next Infinity War. But then again, I have to because I have no choice.
And see, the thing is, with this whole thing about Hulk Hogan might be, you know what I'm saying, the godfather of the business. I'll keep saying that until I'm blue in the face. But that is the most disgusting figure that I have seen, you know what I'm saying, as far as, like, the legends go. They have, and don't get me wrong, they are not perfect. None of them are perfect. We are not perfect. The ones that are sitting on this podcast, we are not perfect. But at the same time, you really, when you somewhat apologize to the African Americans for saying what you said, it's like the apology was just like not sincere. And even Titus O'Neil even said that shit. Even Xavier Woods said that shit. Like, your apology was not sincere whatsoever. And then WWE bring you back in open arms like 3 years after your suspension. Like, you know, I'm just like, I'm trying to, okay. But I also got some news about this bullshit, about this movie, that there's certain parts they're not going to bring up, and one of them is that when he was being taped secretly, when he said the N-word, they said they're not going to talk about that.
Of course, they're not going to bring that up.
Of course not. They're not going to talk about like some of his controversy stories when he was in WCW. They're not going to talk about that. They're not going to talk about TNA. They're literally going to talk about, like, you know what I'm saying, the golden years. You know what I'm saying, Hulk Hogan, like, you know, Hulkamania, you know,
Andre the Giant,
Hulkamania, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. I heard that somebody is supposed to be playing Booker T. I guess these are all rumors, I guess, because, you know.
So basically, we're getting WWF, WCW, and we're getting WWF, we're getting WCW, and we're getting his last run in WWE.
Yep.
Okay. That's basically it. And I'm sorry, but this Thor.
We're gonna pretend like TNA doesn't even exist for Hulk Hogan.
I mean, shit, might as well. I mean, shit. I mean, I think what they're trying to do with this movie, which I believe is going to be a complete flop, because first of all,
it is.
Hulk Hogan does not have an English accent, number one. And then number two, Thor might have a nice body, but it's not as big as Hulk Hogan. You need to Hulk up a little bit more, because
he's definitely not as big as Hogan was when he was younger. Because Hogan's fucking huge.
Not even close.
Yeah, bro,
not even
huge.
Close.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to figure out. I'm like, okay. So is this like Captain America before he got the secret serum? I mean, like, is he supposed to hulk up even more? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, like, this is not the right Hulk Hogan. If you're going to talk about a real, true life story about Hulk Hogan, then you need a Hulk Hogan that actually got a body. Like, or, you know, the one that's portraying to be Hulk Hogan needs to actually have the body, not like skinny, muscular, or whatever. It's just not going to work. Because I'm going to immediately tell you that this is going to be another Aaliyah movie. That's going to be a complete flop. I'm just saying. That's just how I feel. So.
That's true.
But yes, this is what everybody has been waiting for. We've been wanting to talk about this all night. The Kofi Kingston push. Ultimate push. So, we've been talking about this shit ever since Sunday. Kofi Kingston has been in WWE for 11 fucking years. Now, I have to remind everybody that Kofi Kingston have not been, throwing pancakes, to the crowd and being a clown and shit. I have to remind people that because Kofi Kingston is one of the best on the WWE roster. The WWE is not going to portray Kofi Kingston as such because, first of all, he's an African American. That's number one. And then number two, they just feel that his talents is used to be like, like in the Royal Rumble, doing monkey spots and saying like little like one-liners, baby. And I'm like, boy, you can cut that shit out. But other than that, like Kofi Kingston, like he is one of the best. And a lot of people are saying, like, I've been hearing a lot from these wrestling groups. They've been saying that, Kofi Kingston shit was out of pure luck. Guess what? He got lucky that damn night because ever since that man has got lucky, that man has really been showing folks that this is the Kofi Kingston that we should have been pushing for 10 years. Yep. and like, you don't get these type of chances. I mean, we're talking about the WWE Championship. And a lot of African Americans do not get that opportunity like every other day, like Randy Orton, you know what I'm saying? Like, we talk about Kofi Kingston. And then I also loved Kofi Kingston interaction with Randy Orton.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yes,
that shit was awesome.
Let me tell you.
That was 10 years in the making.
Yes, it was. Guess what? See, the reason why we keep talking about these two had an awesome rivalry. And plus, if you've seen in the Elimination Chamber and then on SmackDown, every time these two fought against each other, it was brutal. Even if it was for like 5 minutes, it was brutal. I think
there's some personal heat right there.
Yeah, it's some actual heat. And I seen a meme when Kofi was calling Randy Orton stupid. I don't know if that was actually true or not, but the shit was hilarious.
Oh, no, it happened.
It happened?
Because I saw the actual clip. I saw the actual clip. After he hit that clothesline, he gave it right back to him. The same way Orton did 10 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, like, that shit was like fucking high, and I was like I was rooting for Kofi, and when he won the match, it's significant. It basically just said that Kofi Kingston is going to be the number one contender. Everybody like was holding on to their seats. That when Shane announced that this is going to be the number one contender for the WWE Championship at Fastlane, like everybody like jumped out of their seats. Now, this is the conversation that we're going to have right now, and everybody that's on the line right now, you can actually start requesting to join us on this because this is going to be a long topic. It's going to be an hour topic. I want to ask everybody: do you think that the WWE is going to actually pull the switch? Do you think they're going to do it, or do you think they're going to still continue with their racist antics? Like, they'll give us a little bit, and then they'll take it back. Now, another thing that I want to ask you guys, that do you think that this is going to be the formation of them breaking up New Day? Like, I heard that Big E is thinking about turning heel pretty soon. So, let's go around the room and get y'all thoughts about the Kofi Kingston shit. Legacy, since you the guest, we're going to let you go first. Now, before we came on the air, you had some shit you want to talk about, so, nigga, you better flow.
Well, I'm going to put it like that because, like I said, I'm not trying to bring up the racist thing, but people are, I wish I wish both of y'all was my friend on Facebook. Like, how long ago have I said this? I said this since last year's summer, and then basically last year this summer, and then this past summer. I said, not this past summer, because summer ain't started for this year. My bad. Since last year's summer, I said, even through the indies, backyard, any type of wrestling format, why have we not seen a black full-on African-American champion? Now here goes. Not to be racist. Now here goes some of my white friends that I wrestle with. The ones I told you about when I was talking to you, Chris, about XTCW and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we had a black champion on our show. I'm like, yeah, but for how long though? Oh,
yeah.
Well, a couple weeks. I was like, but wait. But I was like, hold on. It was my friend. I'm never gonna discredit him. My best friend Torrance. But I was like, but how long did Torrance hold that belt though? I was like, and then after that, he lost it to a white boy that was younger than him in less than 3 or 4 weeks, within a couple months, and that was it. And then I was like, Clinton, and then I'm getting, you're racist. No, they was like, well, you had The Rock, Booker T, but I was like, The Rock held the WWE title. We're not counting him. That's family lineage. I'm talking about non-family lineage. That means people that actually pushed to hold a WWE title. Booker T only held a world title. Mark Henry, a world title. So, like, you haven't had somebody that had the brand of the WWE title that was there. And I'm trying to tell people that it's like, without anybody that ever had a push, without their families being behind them, without the family heritage and lineage, you never had a straight predominant black champion that fought their way through the developmental territory to get where they were at, to claw and push and be up there. Look at Kofi. There wasn't even no NXT at the time. Kofi just got the push right away from being from outside the United States and moved here. And look what happened. Kofi made a killing on his own. But where has he been? Yes, he's been in title pictures for the WWE title, but we never seen, like I said, never seen a full-on African-American push that clawed, that sweat, that bled, that got hurt, that got injured, that cried, that even looked at their own family members and children at night. Daddy, why didn't you get the title? I always think about that. It's like, when you think about it, Kofi going to come on to his children. Daddy, how come they never... What if that question was to actually... Think about it. If y'all was both in Kofi's shoes, and that question came from your kid, Daddy, why you never held that title and you was only holding mid-card? Boom! Bomb drop. What will you say? You can't say nothing bad about your boss because if they find out, you're fired. You can't even say nothing to your kids about it. Be like, well, it wasn't Daddy's time. That's all you can say. Maybe Daddy get it in the future. That's all you can say. But I'm still, no matter what, I don't care what promotion here in New York State, Western New York, where I live, has anything to say about it. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to prove it no matter what. If I got to wrestle people and they start botching moves on me to fuck me up, definitely believe I'm going to go hard body on them. Because at the end of the day, there's still no predominant black champions. There's still no predominant, you're putting us, yes, black people love to joke and have fun. You making us look dumb on the predominant crowd. But Kofi is like, even Kofi in the interview after he did that gauntlet match, did you even hear what he said? Did you hear the interview after SmackDown? They was like, yeah, Kofi's been waiting for this. Like, Xavier even said, he's like, this is his time. Don't matter about us. This is him. He's the one that brought New Day together, actually. It wasn't even Xavier's idea.
Wow.
It was all Kofi's idea. He said, this is him. We're following in his footsteps. Big E. I'm going to tell you this much. Kofi had the most titles out of them boys. Only person I can name that had an extra title on that group by himself is only Big E. Don't do anybody remember him having an Intercontinental title?
Yeah,
bet you not.
I mean, but briefly.
Bet you not. I bet you not. Faithfully, he held that title for a good amount of months. Okay, you know what? I applaud you, WWE. But still, where the fuck was he at when he needed another push?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And he was
what about
NXT champion.
Exactly.
Yep.
So what happened to Xavier?
Xavier went. He dropped off the face of the earth.
Like, he got a PhD. This nigga was getting pushed, but it's like the boy had so much charisma and everything else that y'all wanted. He never even got a mid-card push. He never had a tag title push. Besides with New Day. I'm saying before they even thought about putting them three together, where I would at least would have been like, hey, let's throw a United States title on Xavier.
But, I mean, the last time we seen Xavier Woods, I mean, this man was up there shucking and jiving, had a big-ass fro with a mustache, talk about his morphing time, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, who in the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, but it still put him on the map.
Yeah, it did put him on the map because, like, it got people talking, like, who this person was. But, you make a really excellent point because, like, the more and more, like, we see a non-black or a champ or like a African American that goes after the WWE title and ends up coming up short, they have to go back to their family members and say, like, you know what I'm saying, they asking all these questions, deep questions that just pierce through their heart and just digs right into their wound and shit, to their very essence and shit. Like, why you haven't won the WWE title? Why they didn't give it to you? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, and that's what, like, really makes me angry. Out of all of them, out of all the African Americans, past, present, and future, the one that I really stands out is really Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston really put his heart out there in that ring, and you can tell. Mark Henry, on the other hand, you already know how I feel about him. He is trash. Like, that man is he's a company man. He's a yes man, and then that's it. He comes out. But that
yes man got him so far too.
Exactly, but that yes man only gave him a world title toward the end of his
ECW wanted that.
Oh, and ECW, we forgot about that one. The title that been scrapped for years.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and then Booker T. Booker T is one of the most decorated champions, black champions, and you never got a WWE title. And I'm just like, as much as you run that damn mouth, you telling me
about five times.
Tell me, come on. And you telling me you couldn't run your mouth about how you wanted to be WWE champion, but you want to shuck and jive on the damn announcer table. You was doing a half-ass job on that, and you didn't even want that prestige. You didn't even want to go after it, but yeah, you want to hate on other people that is better than you in the ring. And that's why I don't understand about nothing. That's why I really, really am pushing hard on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever I have to do to push Kofi Kingston to be WWE champion, because we need it. We need it badly.
We need it now, not badly. We need it now.
I'm going to say this about Booker T real quick.
Wait, hold on, but real quick, I'm going to just say this real fast and I'm going to let you go. I'm going to say it like this. Well, I'll put it like this. Booker T, lace up your boots, then talk. Don't say nothing else. Lace up your boots and talk, then we'll go from there.
Damn.
Yep. I'm gonna say this about Booker T.
I meet his ass in the ring. That's how I put it.
We talking about how you look your kids in the face after certain shit. How did Booker T look his kids in the face after WrestleMania 21?
You know what? That is a boom. Wait a minute. You mean WrestleMania 19?
Right, in the feeling.
Okay, I was about to say.
Was that 19?
Right, was that 19? In the feeling.
Was that 19? My bad.
Yeah, that was 19, but dude, that was a low, bro. That was a low blow.
That was really a low blow.
In the feelings.
It had to be
in
said,
the
though.
feelings.
It had to be said, though. We having the conversation, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but I feel like a Drake in my feelings song should have came on.
My nigga, I got the drink right here.
Take a sip, nigga. Matter of fact, I'll sip with you. Hold on.
You can't. And even with that, even saying that, I mean, he can't even say the Drake song. I mean, he can say, yeah, started from the bottom, now we're here. But Booker, after leaving WCW, where did you go? Yeah, they did the angle with Triple H, where basically Triple H, was basically saying, oh, you must be my new bag boy. You must be here to carry my bags. Did they pull the trigger on Booker? No.
Nope.
But then they're gonna have him win the King of the Ring, and we got to stomach. And I said it just like that. We had to stomach King Booker.
But you know what?
Yeah,
I would give him that. I would give him that because that was a good gimmick. That actually was a good gimmick that ran well.
It was to a degree, but again, had to stomach it.
Yeah,
It
I mean that shit was forced.
It definitely had to grow on me.
Yeah, I got annoyed by Booker. Like, I mean, it was a nice little heel gimmick, even though it was whitish. And no offense to, you know what I'm saying, the white fans that's out there right now, but you have to really take in consideration that this was a white gimmick. Like, you know, and that's the racism that happens in WWE, the stereotyping shit. And I always go back to the John Cena gimmick, the chain gang gimmick. You know, Vince, that was an African-American stereotype gimmick. And you telling me that you couldn't give it to an African-American with that same damn gimmick, a WWE title, but you put it on a white dude.
Exactly.
That is why that's why I always say that the WWE is racist until I see a WWE champion. Not no damn world champion like half these stupid ass fans that I was dealing with. And man, I'm gonna talk to you later about, you know, one of we was talking about. But anyway, I just hate when motherfuckers want to like put that tagline saying it was the WWE World Championship, and I'm like, we're talking about the gold championship. We're not talking about the other champion. We're not talking about the brand one. So that's why I said don't get the shit misconstrued, okay? Just to, like, you know, give the black man, like, you know, the WWE title. I'm sorry, wrong title. Let's move on. But I'm just like, I really want this shit to happen. It needs to happen. Like, not just for Black History Month, but just to, like, open up a new chapter for the African Americans that will follow Kofi and all the other black athletes that's on the main roster right now. Because right now we're in the 21st century and we're still talking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to have Kofi Kingston have his moment at WrestleMania. We have never had that at WrestleMania ever. Have, like, an actual black champion. Actually, like, I mean, the confetti, the balloons, the fireworks. We never had that for an African American, and that would, like, literally say to me that this is over. It's over. We don't need to talk about this shit no more. And
I'm gonna say something that's very, very telling.
Go ahead.
The last time Vince McMahon thought about putting the WWE title on a black man was Ahmed Johnson.
Yep.
Boy.
We forgot about that.
Here's something else to piggyback off that. Here's something else. How is it? And I apologize to anybody of Latino or Hispanic Hispanic background. But how is it y'all got the main title before we did?
That's a fact.
Repeat that question one more time. Wait.
It's not a question. It's not a question. It's not a question. Why is it that which I'm not taking away from Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero was an awesome wrestler. Awesome. His legacy will be no other, ever. But my problem is, how is it that we got a Hispanic champion before we even got a black one in WWE?
That is a good one.
People always want to sit here and throw The Rock in our face. The Rock doesn't even acknowledge that part of his heritage. He doesn't. As much as people want to sit here and say, "Oh well, you guys have The Rock. You guys have The Rock." I'm sorry, not to kind of throw lemon and salt on the wound, but The Rock does not acknowledge his African American heritage until it's Black History Month. Only until February. And you know what? Y'all better hear me when I say this. Whenever you hear this on YouTube, the only time he acknowledges that he is black is February 1st and then to February 28th or 29th, whichever. That's it. After that, it's Mr. Samoan. That's it.
Yep.
Preach.
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 That's why I tell folks, I said,
come on, Bishop.
Rock might be the best. Rock was my literally my idol growing up. He is one of the people that inspire me to be a wrestling fan. To even to study the wrestling business. But when it comes to that bullshit that Matt just said, he does not acknowledge his blackness at all, unless it benefits him. Other than that, he is straight Samoan. That's it.
And I put it like this.
The piggyback off that, at least we know somebody that's actually trying to give black people a chance. Brandy.
Basically.
But anywho, go ahead.
Here's something else too. His first actual movie role. Again, playing an Egyptian type role.
Wait, take that back because I actually studied. Actually, it was a football joint before the Egyptian one.
The what?
Yeah.
Oh, the
whatever that name of that movie was.
Or Grind or whatever.
No, not Gridiron. It was the one. He was a football player.
He had one before.
Oh, The Rundown with Sean Patrick Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. The Rundown. Yeah.
But
no, I thought it was Walking Tall first. Wait, I thought it was Walking Tall first. Hold on.
It was one of those.
Research this real quick. Hold on.
Hey, you know what? Hang on. Back up. There you go right there. That's the only time he actually acknowledged the fact in a movie that he was black. Because his dad was black. Mama was white. In Walking Tall.
That's what I said.
All right, hold on. So I'm looking at the movies right now. The first movie he actually started with was dang, they got a whole bunch on this mug. Shoot. While y'all go talk about that, I'm gonna look that up, but give me a second, okay?
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's why I say, like, folks, like, when we say that The Rock doesn't count, it's not because he's biracial. It's just a simple fact that he's not black. He's not full black. He's not an African American. He's an African American Samoan. That doesn't count. If we want to talk about fully black, we talk about Ahmed Johnson, talk about Booker T. We're talking about Mark Henry. We talk about Kofi Kingston. That's the ones that we're talking about. It's just I don't like it when fans want to try to force that down our throats. That, you know what I'm saying, The Rock is an African American and he never acknowledges his African American, like my co-host just said, until it's Black History Month. That's when he's going to talk about that he's black.
I'm sorry. Now to vamp off it, I just found out, I just researched it just now while I was on the phone. You were actually correct. The actually thing was his first actual movie hit role was The Scorpion King.
That was his first one?
Yeah,
that's
why they blew it up so much.
The thing was.
Oh, the Mummy Returns.
No, the Mummy. The thing is, the Mummy franchise never count, but his first only appearance as having a big role wise is the Scorpion King. The Mummy #2, the Mummy Returns 2, that don't count because that wasn't his main role. He only appeared in, like, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna give my everybody movie knowledge. He only appeared in The Mummy Returns because of the fact that I had to explain the story of the Scorpion King. And then after that, it kind of branched off from the Mummy 2 to him having his own movie, which made it more like he was a hero instead of a bad guy. Because it was like, well, The Rock's already famous as a wrestler. Might as well just put him as a good guy. So they wanted to branch it off to make it his own little mini sequel in between while he was make it look like he was good before he went bad on The Mummy too. Basically like that. So basically, in general finalization, The Scorpion King was his original first film.
Okay.
And then it wasn't even a good one. He showed up for that little bit, had that one line, and then was killed. And then when he came back, he was a poor CGI version of himself.
Yep. There you go.
So for the folks that are listening right now, we are taking calls right now. We got about 30 more minutes. So if you guys want to come on, the time is now. So hit that #6, and we'll put you guys in queue. We got a caller right now, Mr. Corey. He wants to rejoin us. Corey, are you still on the line?
Yes, I am. I wanted to speak about first Charlotte Flair.
Oh,
God, why?
The reason why there's you all asked why. Why is Vince so adamant about pushing and stuff like that? He has an obsession with blonde white women.
Oh, we know.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
We know this.
Trish Stratus,
Stacy Keibler. The list goes on and on and on.
The list goes on, but go ahead, back to what you were saying.
Yeah, that's the main reason for that one. And
but go ahead, what you're saying, back to your question, man.
She was added to the match to get heat off of Ronda Rousey because she was getting booed when she was talking, and they didn't want the heat on her for giving promos.
Wait, let me show it again.
I feel like that's an adamant reason, though, to me. I feel like that's a good reason, because you put the heat on Flair and make Ronda look less bad. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, and they didn't want. Now this I can't give spoilers or nothing. This is an opinionated spoiler. I believe that Becky is going to get back in and pin Flair because the WWE doesn't want doesn't want Rousey to get pinned because she has never been pinned or lost a match in WWE. Except once, I believe, Mcintyre got pinned.
Okay, so let's talk, and that's a valid point. I really believe that I totally agree with you. I think that if they do have the triple threat match, which they will, I think Becky will pin Charlotte because they want to make Ronda this Undertaker or whatever. And you know what? I'm gonna go as far as saying this. I don't think that. I think Becky and Charlotte are both going to lose. I will say this. I wouldn't even be surprised if that happens because they feel that Ronda is their moneymaker. They feel that this is their Undertaker in the making, and they don't want to mess that up because they feel like they messed up the Undertaker and they want to build another one. I don't think it should be in I don't think it should be in the form of Ronda Rousey. She's not ready. She wasn't ready to begin with. They pushed her all the way to the moon because she was a celebrity.
No, she wasn't ready.
Okay, Kevin Hart.
Oh God.
And,
oh my God, no.
No, I'm dead ass. Like I'm just like she has improved. Don't get me wrong. She has improved over the months. Like she has really had some impressive matches. It's just the thing about it is like what they should do now is they really should transition her into a heel. I think she'll be more better. I think we'll see more better work out of her if she was a heel. The face thing is just not working for me.
But also,
so
something else they need to.
Go ahead.
Should be.
Along
with that, here's something else they need to work on her with. And I know everybody in this room is going to agree with me. When someone gets in the ring with a weapon, and you have to take hits from a weapon, stay your ass still and just feed them one body part. Pick a body part and stick there. Take the hit, boom, sell it, get up, Boom. Sell it. Get up. Get hit again. Oh, my God. Why do you think you got clocked upside the head with that damn crutch? Because your stupid ass wouldn't sit still somewhere. Why do you think Charlotte Flair has that big ass bruise on her one arm? Because she said Becky that side.
Chris, didn't I touch on that earlier?
Yes, you did. And who was talking? That was Matt. But
he's absolutely right, though.
Yeah, like I'm just like, why in the fuck is she bleeding? I thought she was getting beat up on her.
Because she was flopping around like a fish out of water when she was getting hit with the crutch, instead of sitting in, at least not like sitting still in one spot, but at least feeding Becky one body part of her. She kept flopping around like a fish out of water. So Becky caught her one good time across that dome and busted her open.
Wow.
I said, right when I seen that, I was like, stitches. Like Sean.
Right? Again.
Oh, wait. Matt, can I jump in on this?
Go for it.
What's going on?
Look here. For everybody. And I mean everybody.
All right? That was saying, that was trying to compare Becky Lynch bloodying up Ronda Rousey because she wouldn't sit the fuck still, okay, as Matt said. Everybody that wanted to compare that and wanted to say, but if Nia Jax or the Bellas did this shit,
my God, I remember that conversation.
Everybody would be fucking all upset.
I remember that conversation.
Okay? Because,
wait, hold on. Wait, did he just say Nia Jax? Did he say Nia Jax?
Okay. Okay, hang on. This is what. Listen. This is what Aaron's talking about. Hang on, I'll explain it. This is what Aaron's talking about. There was a post that people wanted to sit here and say that, okay, so we're just gonna let Becky slide on the fact that she was dangerous with that crutch. Yes, we are gonna slide because the greenhorn rookie that Ronda is wouldn't sit her stupid ass in one spot and just take the crutch. No, she wanted to flop around like a black kid getting her ass whooped. That does not compare to Nia cold cocking Becky in the face. That does not compare to freaking Brie Bella thinking she's Daniel Bryan and not paying attention when she's kicking somebody and literally clock somebody in the fucking head not once but twice and knocking them the fuck out. That doesn't even compare.
Ooh,
at all.
That's T. That's T. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Aaron, Matt, y'all just gave me some life.
Same here. All I could do is sit here on Twitter thinking about, should I tweet what he just said?
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, and you know what? I fucking forgot that damn post because I know what post he is talking about. That post got put in WCC, and I'm just like, but like, I know, because it was this bitch that was speaking, talking about, well, I'm trying to figure out why everybody got on Nia Jax with it. This shit came from Twitter. And I'm just like, bitch, are you serious? Are you going to really compare that moment with Nia Jax? Like, seriously? I'm like, there's no comparison. Like, one of them was floppy as shit, and like Matt said, one of them was flopping around like a damn fish and wouldn't stay still. She deserved to get hit in the fucking head because she didn't stay still. You know, but
I'm going to pull back the curtain a little bit. One of the ways that the veterans used to teach the greenhorns to sit their stupid asses down when they're sitting here about to get hit with a weapon was to cold cock them upside the head to be like, if you ain't going to sit still, I'm going to make you sit still, bitch. Bow.
Is this, do you think we having that one of those moments right now?
Yeah, we are. Honestly,
yes and no, because the fact of the matter is, it's where, because if you go back and watch, Becky was hesitated on one of the hits. because she was trying to hit Ronda in one area. She kind of pulled back and hesitated for a few seconds, but she said, fuck it, and that's when you saw her hit Ronda in the head.
Yeah, because the thing was, she did kind of pull back and waited, and then that's when she swung again. She was like, she kept moving, so I could see Becky saying like this, yeah, she kept moving, and had to hit her.
And also, if you notice something else, Charlotte kind of ducked back and stayed out the way because she knew Ronda was fucking up. If you notice that, after Charlotte got hit with the clutch, after all that happened, she rolled out the way and stayed in one corner while freaking Ronda flopped around like a fish and was getting hit with the clutch. That's another sign to basically tell you this is somebody that needs to be taught how to take shots with a weapon, because this isn't one of those moments where you want to be flopping around. You just want to get hit in one area and just sell that part of your body.
Right.
But no one has taught Ronda that because, as Chris has stated, they're pushing her too fast. You can't freaking just throw a baby in the freaking water and be like, start swimming.
Right.
So true, so true, so true.
We're going to take another caller. We're going to bring on Mr. Maurice. Let's see. All right, Maurice, Mr. Rocky Racer, you on?
Yes, sir. Hell for life,
brother.
man. Y'all are going off tonight, man.
I'm sorry,
bro. They've been on a roll this evening, bro. Like, oh my goodness, I'm like fucking.
Like I said, this is definitely the best episode y'all had tonight, man. I ain't even gonna lie about that one.
Maurice, I'm sorry. It was Chris' fault. He brought me on. I told him I was crazy. I told him.
He gonna blame me.
I told him. Chris,
hey, nah, man.
Chris, we had our conversation. He was like, come on, bro. You got to come on our show. I was like, all right, we'll do it. Let's do it.
Nigga, put it this way. Whenever Chris hit me up and say, hey, you coming on? I'm like, oh, okay, you must want some shit to be started. Okay.
And he did start a lot of shit, especially with that Nia reference or whatever. And I'm just like, damn, I totally forgot that shit.
Hey, hold on. Ooh. From now on, anytime I'm a guest, I don't want nobody talking about my wife unless y'all really about to say something serious. That's my wife. Don't do that to me. I would marry.
Oh God.
I would marry Nia Jax. I don't care.
Hey, y'all know what? I'm glad.
But see, you know what? He said that.
If she's your wife, we sharing. If she is your wife,
he
we
says
sharing,
that
because she was mine first. But anyway.
Hold up. First off,
the fact
both of y'all may have say that, but which one of y'all is gonna actually carry that first?
One time.
Wait. Hold on. You say both of us said that. You said what?
Okay, so both of y'all seem to say.
I said the fact that. Go ahead.
Both of y'all want to sit here and say, "Oh, Nia's my wife." No, Nia's my wife. No, Nia's mine. Hold up. First off, I want to know straight up, because the fact of the matter is, if anybody outside of the wrestling ring were to marry Nia Jax, they might as well be ready to be that purse-holding husband. Point blank.
Wow.
Which one of y'all gonna do that?
No, to be honest, I already be wrestling and stuff. So that'd be like
I'm gonna say this.
Wait, hold on.
As long as Nia is secure in the bag, I'll hold it.
But you know what? But that's him. But
anyway, while y'all sitting back and y'all talk about y'all want to play like a triple threat, in the bed or whatever, let's get back to Maurice.
Okay.
Right.
We gonna get back to Maurice on this one. All right, we'll leave that alone for another day.
What's your thoughts, sir?
Yeah. First of all, when it comes to Kofi, this dude literally needs to get this damn belt. No ifs, no ands, no buts. He needs to get this belt, because in an era where we have athletes who are like diva-ish and prima donna-ish, and not only has Kofi said this, or excuse me, not only Xavier and Big E said this, you've got guys like Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, and other people that have been saying Kofi Kingston, not Kofi the wrestler, Kofi the man, has been earning his stripes. And it was like, he's earned this moment in time for himself. And it's like, and I thought about it. If you think about his entire career, has he ever been involved in a scandal of any type? Nope. Has he ever has anybody ever complained about him backstage? Nope. Well, maybe outside the Randy thing, but other than that. But as far as like scandals, like drug issues and all that other stuff, Kofi ain't never been involved in any of that. And you think, and now let me go on the positives now. You think of somebody who's always willing to, like, yo, I know I'm doing this, but, yo, I got these two fans over here. They want to come over to take a picture with me and whatnot. Kofi would drop whatever he's doing just to go over to say hey to those fans and whatnot. Or to say, hey, y'all, can I finish this? And then I want to be with y'all for, like, a couple minutes. And if I got to handle my stuff for my family or either something with the match. That is why people are getting behind Kofi Kingston, because he is setting that example of what a real star should be. And it's like when your people are literally when not just your fellow wrestlers, but you talk to fans and they tell you what type Kofi the man is, and then put on top how Kofi's almost always delivers in the ring. I'm like, if that's not giving you a damn picture of why people want Kofi to be champion now, and they think back to when he was Jamaican Kofi and when he was holding the Intercontinental and the U.S. and tag belts and whatnot, doing all the stuff with New Day. I'm like, hello. Everybody's literally putting every single piece of evidence in front of you as to why this man is ready now. And that's on top of what Kofi himself saying, I want to be that man now.
You know, even though people say that this is a fluke, it doesn't even matter. Whether if it was a fluke or if it was a fill-in, he is doing his shit. And the thing is, like, you know, Reese, we have talked about this, like, you know, us, all three of us have talked about this, me, you, Aaron, and Matt, that this whole storyline right here is organic. And you can't get this. I don't think the WWE is seeing this shit like we are, because we've been watching wrestling for I don't know how many years. We've been watching this shit for a long time, and we see a golden mine when we see it. This is golden. And you can't fix this. You can't go back in the back and say, oh, we need to change up a couple of things. This shit right here is organic, something that has came out of nowhere. No one seen Kofi Mania, or we never thought that the whole crowd would go crazy over Kofi after 11 years of being in the WWE. But, like, right now, like, dude, like, you got momentum on your side right now. And I said this a lot of times before, that if the WWE more than anything needs momentum, it's now. And they got momentum for the WWE title just like that. Snap of their fingers. All they had to do, get somebody that no one seen coming, Kofi Kingston. And if Kofi Kingston somehow win that damn WWE title, trust me, WrestleMania gonna be off the chain.
It's gonna be off the hook.
And you know what? Just to add on to this, I was looking back through WrestleMania history. Do y'all realize not one full-time WWE person has been, not one black full-time WWE person has been in the main event of WrestleMania? The only time there has been a black man in the main event, Mr. T at WrestleMania 1, Lawrence Taylor at WrestleMania 11.
Damn.
He done brought it way
back. That is the only time that black men have been wrestling in the main event of WrestleMania.
And that should, like I said, that should like tell you something, that it's time for Vince McMahon to pull that trigger. But when you are a hateful, like deep down inside, I'm not saying that. No, I might as well say this shit, because not a lot of podcasters have the balls to say this shit, unlike me and Matt and everyone else that come on here, because I want people to say this from their heart. I think underneath it all that Vince McMahon is a racist KKK member. I really feel that way. Because if you don't see this like we see this, that fans want Kofi Kingston to win the WWE title, you are dumber than bricks, or you just a racist-ass motherfucker. It's just plain and simple.
And you know what? You got to pick the right time to pull that trigger, because if you wait too long, then guess what? If you do give Kofi the title later, it's going to be like...
It's not going to mean as much.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like right now. Right now, we are literally, it's boiling over. Like, the fans want to get behind Kofi Kingston. But the question is, do Vince want Kofi to actually get that imaginary brass ring that he's been talking about with
AJ Styles and
exactly
other guys.
The ones that he always been talking about, that imaginary brass ring. Well, when is Kofi gonna get his shit on? Yeah. Or are you gonna still treat him like a circus monkey at the Royal Rumble?
And you know what? I also want to bring up another point. I don't know if it was either Aaron that brought this up or if it was Matt who brought it up, but y'all know how y'all been talking about like black athletes who could be like mentors and stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
There's one name in particular. There's one name, and actually, I was listening carefully. I'm surprised we hadn't brought it up. Ron Simmons.
Oh.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I'm going to tell you this right now.
That's one name that some of us don't even talk about on podcasts. And I've been like really listening to a lot of podcasts on YouTube and Spotify. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that is one. Yeah, we really haven't been talking about Ron Simmons like that. And and honestly, I'm not going to even bullshit you. Like, he has really had a quiet career in the WWE. Outside him being part of the APA, like, he has really had literally a quiet career. Like, as soon as he was
Nation.
Nation Domination, that is really when he should have been WWE champion. That would have been a perfect time.
And matter of fact, here's the reason I was getting ready to mention that. Because if you remember, that was the storyline when he challenged Undertaker at that King of the Ring. Like, he was literally doing an in-ring interview on Raw with Vince McMahon, and he literally asked him flat out, why has there never been a black WWF champion?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember that. It's on YouTube. Look it up.
Yep.
Right. And like I said, if you don't know your history, all you got to do is just Google that shit or go on YouTube. And there's plenty of footage where you can go back into WWE history like I did, because when I first watched wrestling, there was some things that just like I just was not understanding about, and once I like start like, you know, interacting with other wrestling fans where they was telling me this shit, I'm just like, oh shit, I didn't know that. All I did was just at the time, you know what I'm saying, went on my Nanscape, which is Internet Explorer now, went back in the history, looked at this shit, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even know that shit even happened. Oh damn.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
And I just want to get this one other point, even though y'all pretty much said everything y'all need to say.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know that I've been one of those people that do not like crowds hijacking shows and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Monday, I was literally begging and praying for one of them type of crowds that normally hijack a show to storm into that arena and throw every last person out Lafayette out on for Raw, because that crowd was dead as hell, and that was a shame because. And I admit, like, I don't always get a chance to watch NXT, but when I do, it's like, man, these brothers go off in the ring. And I would tell you what, this is why everybody all for those of us who, like, get into it hardcore, so it's like, man, we look at TakeOver better than some of the Big Four pay-per-views, because that's usually the best part of the damn weekend.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, and I'm like, it's a shame because I know, like, Louisiana crowds and whatever, and, like, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and Lake Charles, those are usually pretty big wrestling towns, whereas, like, maybe Shreveport, maybe so-so. They were probably, like, a little bit bigger back in the day, but like, now they probably tailed off a little bit, and that's why the Lafayette crowd was kind of dead Monday night.
Yeah, I was just like, and that's like, I was just like, you know what? I already know what I'm gonna talk about Thursday. It's gonna be about that damn crowd. That crowd was like quietly disrespectful. They really was.
Yeah,
quietly
they were
disrespecting the NXT. Like, I'm like, you telling me that you never heard of these cats over here? Like, seriously, I'm glad I have Aaron, Matt, and everyone else that, pay attention. Oh, Hill, yes, Hill really has inspired me to, really expand my horizons. I'm so happy for them because if it wasn't for them, I would have never knew what NXT or New Japan was. Like, I'm serious. That's what wrestling fans really need to start doing instead of, paying attention to all of their favorites on SmackDown and on Raw. There are good talent that is happening right now that's outside of the WWE. And if you sit there and keep listening and watching the same shit, you will never, ever learn about the business because you be so focused on one product. And that's how I used to be. And I just really, really want you guys to, really expand your horizons. That's all. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, and that's like, and I forgot, I think it might have been Aaron or Heel that might have brought this up earlier when they talked about the chemistry between Ricochet and Lio Rush.
Yeah, I said that,
Yeah, there's a good reason for that because Ricochet and Lio Rush, if anybody knew about this, they actually fought as tag team partners, I think, in either Pro Wrestling Guerrilla or Maryland Championship Wrestling. They were
it was PWG.
Yeah,
it was PWG.
All right, then they fought each other as well in MCW. So that's why those two, always know each other. And it's when you look at some of these guys before they hit, NXT or 205 or whatever, it was man, these brothers can really go. It's just as usual, WWE waters down a lot of their talent. Because, Chris, you'll remember me telling you this. Shortly after when Cesaro first came into the WWE, and I was remember I had told you if you found it, go watch a clip of him doing that UFO move?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and I was after that, I was your opinion about him changed a minute, and I was that's the thing and to piggyback off what you just said, when you look at these guys and you look at all the other federations and stuff, there are people that can really go in the wrestling ring, and that's ultimately, if you put them with the right people, they can shine on bigger stages. You just have to, that we, the fans, we have to be willing to look at these guys and say, okay, why is it that they're here now?
Right.
And it's okay, now that we know what some of the stuff that they can do, and it's make our voices heard louder. It's hey, loosen them up a little bit, take off some of the shackles, and if they're good in the ring, let them do what they're capable of doing, and just focus on helping them establish their character a little bit better.
Exactly. But Reese, thank you so much for your comments. I got to move on to the next callers, but thank you so much for your insight, bro.
All right, take care, guys. Good night.
Good night.
All right, let's go on to the next caller, Mr. Kofi. Are you still on?
Hello?
Kofi?
This is Kofi, the one and only.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey.
Well, thank you so much for sticking around. I know it's been a long 2 hours, but so what's your comments? What do you want to share tonight?
Well, I need to comment about the Kofi situation, Kofi Kingston situation, my brother and I think he's well deserving of the push. I do believe there's a possibility that he can win. But the main thing is the fans need to rally behind him like they rallied behind Daniel Bryan during WrestleMania 34 season. Was it? Not 34. Was it 32?
No, it's 30. WrestleMania 30.
30? 30?
Yeah.
WrestleMania 30. I feel like had Daniel Bryan not had that fan support, he would have never, he would have never had that WrestleMania moment. He would have never had the yes move.
True.
The fans really rallied behind him, and I feel like that's all Kofi needs is the fans. I mean, he has it, but I feel like it's not enough. Like we really got to be on these keyboards. We really got to tweeting, Facebook and Instagram and letting the WWE know that this is who we want to be the next WWE champion because he deserves it. 11 years in the making.
This is facts. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I always always make fun of the keyboard warriors. If there's one time that we need the keyboard warriors, it's now. Seriously. If you motherfuckers can sit back on Facebook and on Twitter or on Instagram and troll and shit, then how about you troll the WWE on getting us a black WWE champion? If you are actually a wrestling fan, and yes, some of you motherfuckers that be on Twitter and especially on Facebook, and y'all motherfuckers be talking y'all shit. Y'all be talking, I'm a real wrestling fan. I've been watching this shit since I was 5. If that is true, then what you should be doing is you should be taking your keyboard word having ass on Twitter and trolling the WWE on why they do not have a actual black WWE champion or why they not, or their refusal to put a black face on the WWE title.
Oh, I got blocked from one of my Twitter accounts for saying that from WWE, and I was shocked. And I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll make another account, and they ain't blocked that one. What?
Wait. Say it again?
I've got blocked from my first ever Twitter I made from WWE. I only got 2. The first one I made, they blocked me after I said a comment like that and mentioned, hashtag Vince McMahon name because he ain't had no Twitter at the time. What? I got blocked. It said WWE has blocked you from seeing your tweets. I said, wow. Okay, so I was like, wow. So I'm sitting here like this. I'm like, oh, okay then. All right, I'll make another Twitter. Then I went and found out they had a Twitter. I mentioned him, then it. You said what?
Because it sounded like somebody got some hurt feelings.
Yes, they did.
They must have been butthurt because I'm sorry. Like, if I'm going to mention you on the Twitter and you're going to block me, then it must show that you really have some hate towards blacks. Because if you're so-called WWE, you're so-called this, then we know where you're standing. I forgot to mention that about that to y'all, that they blocked me on my first account, but they ain't blocked me on the second one.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And you know what? And I'm honestly, Blair, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. And as a matter of fact, they really need, more than anything, they really need that mainstream, like, exposure. I mean, they are in the mainstream, but they're not in the mainstream like they were 20 years ago. Right now, it's like we either hit or miss the WWE. Back 20 years ago, shit, they was on local television, like promoting WrestleMania. That does not happen no more. And if they really want to be in the mainstream and they really want to stop talking about this racist shit, then they will push for Kofi Kingston to be WWE champion. And if that does happen, we would not be talking about this no more.
Nope. Exactly.
Because I bet you we hear, but I'm saying I bet you we hear they say Kofi versus Daniel Bryan. I bet you everybody gonna shut up for WrestleMania. Everybody gonna start shutting up.
Because right now, like, I think everybody is expecting that shit. Like, if Kofi Kingston does lose somehow, some way, I think they're going to push him one last time, and I think this time they're going to pull that trigger for him to be WWE champion. Because I think Mustafa Ali was supposed to be, like, in Kofi's, like, I think he was supposed to take that spot, right?
Yeah, because of the fact it was because of the fact
Ali,
because of the fact that Orton, I guess what happened when Orton did had fucked them up, and then Rowan on top of that messed them up even more when they did when some move what happened between Orton to Rowan screwed him up. That's what made them push.
I think it's where they pushed somebody that wasn't ready, my opinion.
But actually Ali, I'm gonna say it's true. Ali has the potential of a main eventer, but yeah, it's a little bit too early.
I don't
but
disagree.
Then again,
I don't disagree with that. But see, also it's where you got somebody that's been wrestling with guys that are under 200 pounds versus now he's wrestling guys that are over 200 pounds.
right,
So
exactly.
the hits are going to be a lot harder.
But also with Ali, at least he's showing he can hang with them.
This is true.
He's showing he can hang with them.
But it's just the thing is, like, you know, is the WWE willing to put a new face on the WWE title? Because right now we've been seeing the same people over and over again. We have not seen a fresh face that has not had the WWE title ever. And that's Mustafa, and that's Kofi Kingston, and Big E, and it goes on and on and on and on. So, Kofi, did you have something else?
Yeah. And I think it would be cool if the New Day was to turn on Kofi Kingston, just not at Fastlane, more so at like the
after he wins,
the Raw after Mania,
or the SmackDown after Mania.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. Oh, so basically, I got a feeling what he's trying to say is like how after Orton won the title from Triple H, they put it down just like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That night after SummerSlam, they turned on him.
Yeah.
That shit was funny. I don't care who you are. That shit was hilarious.
Unexpected too. It was really unexpected. Like whoever thought that, you know what I'm saying, like
I bet money was
Evolution
Triple H's idea.
On their own.
I bet money was Triple H's idea. I'm telling you.
Triple H got pissed. No, Triple H got pissed. He got pissed. He didn't want Orton to have that title.
Exactly.
To be honest, that looked like that wasn't even scripted for that to happen. Because the way Orton's face looked when he was shocked when they did that, he was like, wait, what the we had what the fuck moment on his face. Like, what the fuck?
So you don't think that was
what the hell just happened?
So you think that was you don't think that was scripted?
I don't think so, because, like, usually when stuff's not scripted, a wrestler usually go by what's scripted, like, oh, we cheering for Orton, he finally won the world title, da-da-da-da, we just going to leave it at that, lolly-dotty. But the way his facial expression was, kind of like he didn't know. Like, damn, this nigga that messed with Stephanie McMahon, you know something about to change.
I think that was just great writing, in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah, that was some great writing because, like, that was the turning point for Randy Orton. You know what I'm saying? Even though his world title was short-lived, like after that, that man became more and more vicious and calculating, and before you know it, this man is a 13-time world champion.
And then on top of that, he studied his craft to get where he at. That's why I keep telling people, as a wrestler like me, you have to make your craft to better it to get where you need to be.
I actually have a question. I'm curious as to because not only with that, not only with the whole Randy Orton thing, but explain to me, and you guys can agree or disagree. Explain to me why the one statement that was brought up at the last big anniversary thing, whatever.
Wait, which anniversary though?
I can't really remember off the top of my head, but a comment was dropped. A comment was dropped by Dave Bautista, and
the SmackDown anniversary.
Yeah, a comment was dropped by Dave Bautista. And honestly, it was where that it has never been spoken about ever again.
Oh, he said to Triple H, he was like, yeah, you faced everybody else in the match, but you never beat me. I remember that. And now it's since you're I might as well, you know what? I'm about to be an a-hole now. I'm about to be listen.
They're still working on that.
But still, I'm gonna still be an a-hole about it and be like, oh, I'm gonna go on Twitter Be like, so Triple H, how about you not beating Batista yet?
I was there, and the crowd went berserk when they heard that.
I bet you people gonna follow on that, and they be like, wait, I bet you somebody gonna be like, when was this? I was like, remember the SmackDown anniversary, SmackDown 1000. Yep. Batista stated it, and nobody said nothing. It's talking about is making in the work
because it's
Triple
true.
H ain't got time, but Triple H ain't got time right now. But then again, boy, Batista sitting on right now. Like I said, he is doing the new next Avengers joint with the end game right now, which he finished filming, which is already about to be coming out soon. After a while, and then we got the Black Panther all on top of that. But anyhow, still. Batista is in the waities right now, but then also you got to remember this, because if they try to do that, they got to try and catch him before Cody Rhodes and AEW catch him.
No, I think Batista already made it clear that he wants to do one last match at WrestleMania. He's not really interested in AEW now. This is just rumors. I don't know if this is actually true or not, though, but this is from what I've seen that he just interested in WrestleMania, not AEW. But I think that could be all speculation or whatever. But Kofi, thank you so much for your comments, brother. Appreciate you for coming.
No problem.
We got one last call, and then we're gonna call it a night. Mr. What's going on?
All right. First thing first. Mandy Rose. I've been saying this for day one. She's y'all Trish Stratus, as Trish Stratus was back in the day. It's just the PG era.
Wow.
Oh, I'm saying it right now.
He got a point.
Wow.
He got a point.
Seth Sales, and she's the only hottest chick in SmackDown right now. It was Charlotte, but she moved to Raw.
Dude,
wait.
Blonde,
Actually, no.
bro. What you expect from a blonde? The only thing they know how to do is suck dick. That's it.
Wait, but hold on. But then again, officially, Charlotte hasn't really moved to Raw yet. It's not been official.
No, not officially. Not yet.
You might as well see officially to Raw. It's going to happen sooner or later.
But with him and his Mandy Rose thing, I do see like it is kind of like a Mandy Rose
because
the Trish Stratus.
Because that pinfall
Trish could wrestle though.
Yeah, Trish. Yeah, it took her a while, but Trish was one of them ones like, you know what? Damn it, if I'm not gonna be able to sell my pussy, I guess I'm just gonna have to be a wrestler, and she became a damn good wrestler.
Oh, dude.
You know.
And the second thing I want to say, I've been a Kofi Kingston fan since day one. You know, I liked him when my favorite part when he was when that Randy Orton statement and he fucking spray painted NASCAR and he would say Kofi Kingston car and all that shit on his NASCAR. Y'all should have seen that. That shit was funny.
I forgot about that. That's one of the historic moments when he poured paint and everything all over it.
Yep. And my most important thing, and I'm concerned about this, if Big E goes heel and it doesn't go right, then what?
Wait, say that one more time.
If Big E goes heel and it doesn't go right, what next then?
They might as well just drop her out of storyline for a little bit, but then again, because she's so hot, the fans is not going to do nothing.
Well, see, the thing,
but Wood's never been a heel.
Yes, he has.
He has.
No, but not. I'm saying.
Remember when he was a bodyguard?
I'm saying like he never held it. But no, I'm saying, but for Woods, he's never held a heel role like for a long stint of time.
Well, when he was with Dolph Ziggler and AJ Lee, I mean, he was playing the heel, but he was playing like an enforcer, but he wasn't like.
Yeah, he was quiet.
You talking about Big E, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm saying he haven't held it for a long stint. But it was like to the point like, damn, we need to do something with Big E, and he just got branched out on his own.
No, I would say that he never made it that far, like, you know what I'm saying, to the point where like he just branched off on his own. It's just like one day he was Intercontinental Champion, then he lost it, then it was like they repackaged him to go to New Day, and then he was this church boy or whatever. I don't know, but
that's why I'm kind of scared about him going heel, because all the new wrestling fans could never really see him as a heel, so it might be a.
But see, here's the thing, though.
No.
That's gonna be tricky.
He's got a point. He's got a point.
Big, and yes, and I agree with his point. But see, here's the thing between then and now. See, back then we didn't know how funny as fuck Big E really was, and then we really didn't see his mic skills versus now. I'm more comfortable with this Big E versus the Big E we seen when he first debuted. I think if he turned a heel, I think I'll be really okay with that, because I think he would be a little bit more vicious. Plus, his mic skills will be, it will go up a notch. So that's why I said, I think New Day has really brought the best out of all three of them, honestly.
But I still think Xavier Woods is going to be a jobber to me.
Yeah, I don't really care for Xavier Woods, because out of all of them in New Day, he is literally the weakest link.
Like, he's like that one friend that you don't want to hang out, but he had to, just not to hurt his feelings. That's who Xavier Woods is to me.
Wow.
Well, I think with Xavier, here's something else you got to remember. With Xavier, they never really did anything with him. If you remember, when we first got Xavier, we got Xavier when he was with R-Truth. I can't think of his name. No, not. Well, hold up. Was he with R-Truth first?
No, he did, because R-Truth did bring him up for a minute.
Okay. But if you remember, we got him.
You talking about the Funkasaurus?
Yeah, Brodus Clay. There we go. Brodus Clay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, damn, I forgot. Oh, shit.
But, Brodus Clay was just there for the kids, man. You can't put that there. We all know he was just there for the kids.
I got that. But, see, it's also where, after that, where did Xavier go? He went, that's when, after that, we didn't see him for a while because he was rolling with Big E and Kofi on the live shows. And then that's when we got
No. This is a statement he made, and it was off script. I remember this. He was like, guys, it's time for a change. He's like, Kofi, you're not doing much. Big E, we all need to come together as a bond. And all of a sudden you hear a package coming out, boom, and then that's when you was like, what the hell? Like, all of a sudden, you start seeing these boys, all of a sudden, here come Big E. Brothers, we should come together. And I'm like, wait, what the hell was going on? I was like, when did we start having church on WWE? Because I was like, I'm ready for my Sunday morning service.
I was so turned off when they first debuted. I say, who in the fuck is these Jedi warriors coming out? Because I'm just like, dude, this is not working for me. And then more and more, they just really grew on me. Like, their antics just really it just gave me so much life. I'm like,
but even Big E said that originally they were supposed to be a Nation of Domination-esque type group. Originally, they were supposed to be. Mm-hmm. But I guarantee you, Vince put a stop to that before he even really got any momentum behind it.
No, but you know what? I think they would have really rolled with that if it wasn't for Ferguson.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree.
Because around that time, that was the riot in Ferguson, like, really just killed everything. Everything they were doing with Nation Domination, they killed everything, because you already know that them white folks would have never, ever would have, like, they would have been protesting on Twitter, like, we can't have this going on WWE. We got women and kids watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. So that's where they turned out with that positivity.
My next statement that I'm going to say is, I'm the biggest Nia Jax fan in the world. Just want to say that, like, I don't care.
I'm mad again. He said it. He said the secret word.
Hold on, let me say this. Let me say this. my wife gets so mad when I talk about Nia every time she gets on TV. That's how much of a fan I am.
Okay. Listen to me right now.
Much.
Hold up. Listen to me right now. I don't know you, but I'm telling you right now, you playing in dangerous waters right now. I'm telling you, you are playing in dangerous waters right now because it's gonna get to a point. It's gonna get to a point when your wife's gonna be like, "Oh, so that's what you go for now?" And when she goes upside your head with something, just remember, C-Dog told you first. I gave you the disclaimer. Be careful. Because you just oh no As soon as he said, "Well, my wife doesn't like," well, here we go.
Y'all stupid.
And I
got a white girlfriend. She okay with me saying stuff like this. So
my
lucky,
girl don't care. You was
come on now.
Like, well, you with me, so it doesn't really matter. But my last statement, my last question I'm gonna ask: when Big E turned heel, who will be the first promo he go against?
Kofi Kingston.
Yeah,
and that's automatic. That's automatic because, like, look at how Triple H did. He went against Randy, and all of a sudden, Orton had to drop the title back to Triple H.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that would be
you know what?
Choice.
But you know what? That would actually be kind of cool because, I mean, think about it. Kofi gets all this hype. He gets the title. And basically, the one of the other two people that he considers a brother turns on him. And then we get another black WWE.
Damn. Matt just left. Shit. But yeah, like Matt was saying before he got cut off, he said, wouldn't it be awesome to have like another black WWE champion before he got cut off? But I think
but you know what? I agree with that. It would be a great idea.
I do too.
It would be a great idea. I would love it. And at the end of the day, like I said, I put it like this, and I hate to be spiritual. Let's put it in God's hand. I'm gonna put it in God's hand and see how it's gonna go.
And speaking about God, can we all pray for my man Mustafa Ali because Randy Orton fucked his eye up for 1 minute?
Yes, but
I respect that.
Respect.
That's Kofi Kingston 2.0.
Indeed. But yeah, everybody, we got to wrap up or whatever. But this has been an awesome show. Once again, everybody, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Always leave a comment. Leave a comment down below on our YouTube page, #Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast. And also join us on our Instagram page. It's been cracking for the last couple of weeks. Been putting up new shit every day. Every time I see something, I'll just put it on Twitter. Our Instagram page is #Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast on Instagram.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook. I'm under Chris Dilworth, Mr. Team Bring It. Mr. Matthew Collins, he's under Matthew Collins II. And Legacy, Mr. Blair. Where can they find you?
Oh, guys, you can find me, you know what, better yet, because I can't remember half of my stuff anyhow, half of the time, so I'll put it like this. If you guys want to reach out to me, reach me on Facebook as Legacy Parks. My Twitter is Blair_Adams, the one. If that's incorrect, you'll still find it. Holding the championship title in my hand. Instagram, I think I changed it again. I got to stop doing that so I can start remembering stuff. But Instagram, other than that, like I said, I will have Chris posted up for you guys. I'll give them all the information. Because I got a Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, which I don't barely use anymore. But other than that, like I said, just follow me there. Follow me on Facebook, add me. And like I said, Chris will be promoting me out there because, like I said, I'm gonna start getting my career back up. Other than that, guys, much love to y'all. Thank you for letting me be in the guest again. Hopefully, I can do this again in the next couple of weeks, maybe next week from now or something.
Yeah,
I'll definitely be down for it.
We're gonna have you back, definitely. But yes, everybody, we will be back in 2 weeks with another special guest. Next week we'll be back on Facebook. I appreciate all the love from everybody that's been hitting me up today because everybody really wanted us to be on Facebook Live this week. But that's fine because tomorrow, if you are in WCC, if you are on Facebook, we will be having a after show tomorrow night on Wrestling Commentary Central on Facebook with Aaron.
And I got a good idea for us. Actually, you know what? Actually, use Google Hangout, and we can actually all be on in the camera like that.
Yes, as a matter of fact, yes. I'll get with you about that.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Yeah,
definitely. But until that time, everybody, I'm your host, Mr. Team Brigade. That's Mr. Sea Dog. Shout out to our special guest, Mr. Legacy Parks. We'll see you guys next week or in 2 weeks.
Later, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.